how are we all doing? Good to see you again. Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key and we are live for Wolverhampton Wanderers against Liverpool. Arne just doing his pre-match press conference now with Steven Gerrard on the pitch at Molineux. Oh, come on. We need to win this one tonight. It's a massive opportunity. We could go above United because I think they're going to get beat off Newcastle tomorrow. Come on. I say United. Come on, United tomorrow. Come on, the Barcodes. Come on, the Magpies. The real United. Rasta, how's it going? Oxford. Real life, it's unforgivable behaviour. I'm assuming that's because I'm late. I apologise. Jake, you've clocked me. I'm late again. I apologise, mate. Teaching Tony, we are doing it live. Yeah, buddy. Love it. Hi, Jabba. Ryan, great to see everyone coming in. Red Rebellion, 1 hour to go. Where are we at? If City appeal, then the points deduction can only be given after the case is concluded. Up the toffee, says West Elg. Do you know what? Up the toffees, we're going to be watching Everton for the first 45 minutes. We're going to watch the first half of Everton against Burnley. And obviously we'll keep updated on the Bournemouth-Brentford game and the Leeds-Sunderland game. And then once Everton-Burnley goes off for half-time, we'll obviously watch Liverpool-Wolves. So that's the priority tonight, is Liverpool away at Wolves. But we are going to watch the first half of Everton-Burnley together, sorry. TikTok, yo, how we all doing? Let me just get my stuff together. It's another wonderful night of Watchalong football. And I've got a great quiz. I've got a couple of great quizzes. Government name unknown says, hey, what's your score prediction? I say we win 4-1. I think this one's a very difficult one, but I'm going to predict Liverpool to win. I think it's a tough one to call. It's not so straightforward, but I do think Liverpool will win in the end. What are we up to? Adam says Spurs looking to sack Tudor if they don't win against Palace. That club is a shambles. Beanie, good to see you, lad. How's it going? What are we up to? Let's try and get them sorted. Always got to do a load of admin at the start of lives. It's so annoying. Spike, I'll give you 5 minutes before he brings up Arsenal. Nobody even mentioned him until you did, Spike. C. Wheatley, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. Jay says difficult one, but you took the piss when Arsenal drew. Well, yeah, because of course, because Liverpool aren't challenging for the league. That's why it's difficult, because we've got all our players injured, mate. It's difficult for us. Shouldn't really be difficult for Arsenal. FTM, I'm not confident as a Sunderland fan. Luke at 9 is playing over Xhaka, and Roofs is injured. T says, let's hope you don't get a set piece tonight. Well, I don't think we will do, to be honest. Real Life says, I think it'll be a Liverpool win. And is Verts back yet? No Verts tonight. Let's have a look and see the lineups, because we have got the lineups. If you're watching, of course, you'll see over this side, not there. If you're watching there, you won't see it. But if you're watching on the other places, you'll see the lineups, the live stats, the live scores, everything will be on the right-hand side here. But Wolves' lineup is Jose Sarr in goal. They've gone with Doherty, Bueno, and Krejci at the back. They've gone with Chachua and Wolf. Wolf coming back into the side. It's a big, bold claim, that one from Rob Edwards, to put Wolf back in. Andre, João Gomez, and Angel Gomez. Or Angel Gomez, however you want to pronounce it. But Gomez, João Gomez, and Andre start as a midfield three. And then it's Adam Armstrong and Mateus Mane. They can cause problems on the counter-attack. There's no doubt about that. Liverpool have gone with Alisson in goal. We have got Kirkes, Van Dijk, Kanate, Frimpong. Wonderful to see Frimpong starting again. He's a massive plus for us, having him back in the side. McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai midfield three. Gakpo off the left, Salah off the right. Ekatike through the middle. And then Liverpool have got actually a bench somewhere getting close to the bench that we would like to see. In terms of Chiesa, Gomez, Curtis Jones, Rio Ngamoa, Andy Robertson, Mamadashvili. There's quality on that bench now that we can bring on if we need to. I think it's still not brilliant, don't get me wrong. It's not like title winning or even title challenging quality off the bench, but it's certainly better than what we've had, which is poor young Morrison and Naoni and Ramsey, you know, players like that, who, to be fair, they are still on the bench tonight. But we haven't got an awful lot else to lean on. Rasta says, come on Wolves. Zach, how's it going? Zach Taylor. MCFC says, do you think Barca comes back after being 4-0 down? I don't, mate, no. I really don't. They were shocking. Real Life says, no disrespect, but no one will think this is a difficult game unless you're Burnley. I don't know, you know. Suckvinder says, how you doing, key bro? Come on, you mighty Redmen. Yes, Suckvinder, good to see you, mate. Red Rebellion Wolves have caused many teams problems, but if we can get an early goal, then it will calm the nerves. I think it will do. Helen Hamilton, come on, Wolves. Louis says 2-1 Arse. 2-1 Wolves written all over it, sorry. Nathan, predictions for the games tonight, Key. Predictions for the games tonight. I don't know, a lot of the games tonight, to be honest, we've just done this on the Premier League preview show over on YouTube, so it's a difficult one to call, a lot of the games tonight. Everybody was kind of on the fence about every game apart from the Wolves one. Everyone predicted Liverpool would win against Wolves, but the vast majority of the other games, you know, Leeds against Sunderland, the City Forest game tomorrow was a resounding City win as well. But every other one, Man United Newcastle, you know, Arsenal away at Brighton, Tottenham against Crystal Palace, Bournemouth against Brentford, Everton against Burnley, all the games are pretty much, they're 50-50. You could go either way. They really could go either way. Tobias, do you reckon Leeds win? No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think Sunderland, if anything, will win that one. But I think it's far more likely to be a draw. 3-star, how's it going, mate? Just joined the other side, and I'm signed in if you want a mod. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could. To be honest, I could do with that. I'm just trying to get thingy going as well, actually. I need to start... Twitch has got going as well. RGG, can you show Midtjylland v Nottingham Forest? Yes, we are going to be doing Midtjylland and Nottingham Forest as well. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be doing Midtjylland and Nottingham Forest as well. What are we up to, Nathan? Up the toffees. Well, we're going to watch the first 45 of Everton. It kicks off in 3 minutes. Let's have a look at the Everton lineups as well, by the way. In fact, let me put the Everton game on. Not Leeds, Sunderland. Everton, Burnley. Here we go. Everton, Burnley. Let's have a look at the lineup. So, Everton have gone with Jordan Pickford. Jake O'Brien coming back in. That's a big plus for them. Jared Branthwaite, James Tarkowski and Mikalenko at the back. It's Gay, Garner, Dewsbury Hall in midfield with McNeil off the right, Illiman and Dye off the left, and Beto at centre forward. That is a really strong Everton side. I'm surprised they've not gone with Barry. And I'm also surprised, given they went so big for Tyreek George in January, that they haven't gone with Tyreek George. Tyler Diblin as well, George, Diblin. These are players, young players Everton went really big for, and they've not really played them. For Burnley, it's Dubravka in goal, Humphreys, Worrell, Esteve, Kyle Walker, Florentino, Ugachukwu, Lucas Pires, Hannibal Mabry in midfield, and then it's Jadon Anthony and Lyle Foster. Well, it's going to be Anthony, Mabry and Foster, isn't it? Kind of as a auxiliary front three, I guess. Lyle Foster will probably be doing a lot of his work up there on his own. It's going to be more of a midfield. Yeah, I mean, Esteve, Worrell and Humphreys will be a back three. It might even be a back five with Pires and Walker. And then I would imagine Mabry and Anthony will drop into that midfield to make it more of a 5-4-1. So, very tight, but Moyes against Scott Parker. Moyes did manage Scott Parker, didn't he? I'm sure he managed him. Did he manage him at West Ham? Was Moyes manager at West Ham? His first time round, I think he would have had Scott Parker, wouldn't he, at West Ham? I'm sure he would. RGG says, Key, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Willem. The Midtjylland fan, I'm sure. We've only had one prominent Midtjylland fan on the channel who's come on before, so I'm guessing it's you, mate. I don't remember the name Willem, but I'm guessing it's yourself. I apologise. But yeah, Midtjylland, listen, I love Midtjylland. I will be watching Midtjylland against Forest, of course. It was a wonderful game last time out, that one. Right, here we go. Burnley, Everton, Hill Dickinson Stadium. Come on, the Clarets. Come on, the Clarets. Dylan, how's it going? Pure in heart, is he an Arsenal fan? I'm not, mate. No, I'm a Liverpool fan. Yeah, Liverpool fan. What's with all the Gakpo hate? People who don't even watch Liverpool are jumping on the bandwagon. It's just laziness, mate. It's just... Unfortunately, it is just laziness. A lot of football fans are lazy. Daddy-O says, just back to Bournemouth, Leeds, Everton and Liverpool. Let's see if he looks in. And Jabba, I like McNeil personally, but starting him ahead of Dibbling or George is offensive. I don't get it. I have no idea why on earth... Yeah, I don't get it. I have no idea why they would start McNeil ahead of him when it's quite evident that his future isn't at Everton. Normal guy says, Key, you want updates on Como and Inter? Oh, yes, please, yes. And Ryan says, no, David Moyes never managed Scott Parker at West Ham in his first spell, Key, mate. Oh, right. I thought he would have been. I thought he'd have still been a player, though. Jamie will score, I reckon, but 4-1. Confident win for you. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, Jamie. Rooting for it. We're off and underway here at the Hill Dickinson. Come on. Come on, Burnley. Liam says, be honest and realistic. Can you see Liverpool winning both of the games against Wolves this week? I got Liverpool winning tonight and then Wolves on Friday in the Cup. Do you know what, Liam? We talked about this earlier on. What do you think would be kind of, I guess, the least... What would get Arne Slot the least amount of stick? Losing tonight, but winning on Friday? Or winning tonight and going out the Cup on Friday? Like, if you could only win one as a Liverpool fan, which one would you win? Because honestly, I think he would get pelters for going out the Cup on Friday. Like, in many ways, it would be better if we drew or lost tonight. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, by the way, but I'm just saying if I was presented with that very clear option, you have to lose or draw one of them, it would be draw or lose tonight and winning the Cup on Friday. I think if we go out of the Cup on Friday, it's a really, really bad look. Would rather win tonight than Friday. 1-2-4. You chose Everton out of the other two half-7 games. To be honest, I just fancy watching Everton against Burnley. I think it's more of an interesting one. Both all the 7:30 games are good, but I fancied this one. Joe, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. Feeling a Sobbo Thunderbolt tonight. Ryan says he did play for West Ham for 2010-11 season when West Ham got relegated. Scott Parker played. Okay. Burnley in down the right-hand side. Have a goal, lad. Unlucky. Just wide. Joe says Liverpool will win both games. Wolves have been better, but I can't see it. And Government says Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 2. Yeah, I mean, listen, Villa and Chelsea's a huge one tomorrow. To be honest, Villa and Chelsea, Liverpool and United fans will be keeping a real close eye on that one. Because in an ideal world, it would be a draw, wouldn't it? We ideally want it to be a draw. Joe says, come on, Wolves. Oh, honestly, you're so desperate. Listen to him. Come on, Wolves. Too many exciting players on show in the Bournemouth v Brentford game not to watch. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think the Bournemouth-Brentford game might well be low scoring. I don't know why. Obviously, we've just seen Brentford win 4-3 at Burnley. But, like, generally speaking, whenever a manager sees his team concede 3 and very nearly throw away a 3-goal lead, at one of the worst sides in the league, by the way, I just feel like the first thing that Keith Andrews will have done to his players is say, listen, for the love of God, clean sheet. Clean sheet tonight. We need to be focusing on limiting chances. We can't be having we can't be throwing chances away like we were. They've got to be better. 1-2-4 would a draw surely be the perfect result tomorrow. Yeah, listen, a draw tomorrow's decent, I think. Pride of Merseyside says this is 2 Northwest teams. That's what I'm watching. And Ryan says, have you heard that Flamengo have sacked their manager? Yes, I did. Yeah. Jabba, I guess we'll just not do any defending tonight. It's not started well for the Ev, has it? Sugvinder, Newcastle need some wins, so really hope they beat the Manx tomorrow. I think they will. We're going to be doing a watch-along for Newcastle against Man United tomorrow. So, yeah, come on United. Come on the Geordies. That's what it is tomorrow. Creed, good to see you, lad. How's things? What are we up to? Copyright, I'd much prefer to see Liverpool win and finish ahead of United. Hey, well, each to their own, mate. To be honest, I don't think United are very confident. Well, United are very confident, but I'm not very confident of United finishing in the top 5 full stop. I've not been blown away by the performances. Certainly no more than I have Chelsea's or Villa's. Villa have had a really, really difficult spell. Chelsea are having a difficult spell. United are just going through their little purple patch at the minute. But even in that purple patch, you look at the Fulham performance, you look at the West Ham performance, you look at the Palace performance, even the Everton performance. None of it was brilliant, was it? You know, they got some decent results in those games, but let's not confuse performance and results. Performances were a little bit sketchy. Palace at the weekend, they were very, very lucky to win. Very, very lucky. Mike, how's it going, Mike? Good to see you, lad. What are we up to? Says Key says thought you'd be watching Arsenal tomorrow. No, mate, no, we're doing Newcastle against Man United tomorrow. Normal guy, Liverpool win 3-1. I got Key. Let's hope so, mate. We'll be watching. Let's hope so. Need a win tonight. Very lucky to win. Are you on medication? Mate, there is absolutely no way you're denying that. It was never a red card. Well, it might have been a red, but it was never a penalty. Never, ever, ever a penalty. This time of year is a results game. And that, do you know what? And Patrick, fair play. Fair play, I absolutely agree. But all I would say to you is, it is a results game, but usually performances are a lagging indicator of what's to come. And I think Man United have got some very, very difficult fixtures still to come. They've got to play Chelsea. They've got to play Liverpool. They've got to go to Stamford Bridge. They've got to play Liverpool. They've got Newcastle tomorrow. They've also got Villa after that. So Newcastle, Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, those 4 games could determine an awful lot. And I still think they will... they'll drop points. They'll drop more points. And they're not a million miles ahead of the teams chasing them. Adam says that red card and penalty was a disgrace in favour for Man United. Listen, I agree. It was probably a red. As a Liverpool fan, listen, I don't think it was a red. I think it was soft. But I can kind of see how the referee says, well, he has dragged him back. But it was definitely out the area. 1,000,000% it was out the area. I don't know how he's got to the conclusion after watching it on VAR that was inside the box. It's madness. Liam says, Key, I can see Wolves taking the game on Friday more seriously, to be honest, or even better, tonight and Friday for us United fans. Come on, Wolves. I'm sure from a United point of view, you'll just be hoping that Liverpool pick up some suspensions and injuries on that Friday game. So we've got some important players missing. Or that we get very tired. Ian, how's it going, Ian? Lovely to see you. Lots of love to San Francisco, mate. Jonesy, but you lot were woeful against Forest, were we? We weren't woeful against Forest. What are you talking about? Liverpool were not... That is a proper away performance. That is a proper away performance away at Forest. We had more shots on target, more big chances. Don't know what you're looking for. More possession. We dominated Forest. They had 1 big chance in the first half. That was it. And then didn't do anything after that. And we literally had 2 goals. Like, I mean, we missed... Curtis Jones missed a sitter. And I don't think the McAllister goal should have got ruled out anyway. Oxford fan, La Remontada is on. The Flying Harluka, how's it going? Madhouse, challenging squad. Graham Harrison, I chat. Come on, you red men. Yes, Graham. Wolves are a nightmare to play against. Good luck, Keith. Yeah, listen, I know it's not going to be an easy game tonight. It's not going to be an easy game at all. Eric says, doesn't matter if the contact starts from outside and goes inside. It depends. Yeah, but that's the point, Eric. It didn't start. It didn't go inside. He let go of him inside the area. On the line, he'd let go of him. Before the line, he'd let go of him. You can see it very clearly. In fact, there's a video on my profile if you want to check it out. Literally, he lets go of him. Before they even reach the line, he lets go of him. There's no way you want to be given a penalty It's not a penalty. I don't care what anyone says. It's not a penalty. You might get away with it being a red card because he was last man just outside the box. Even that is soft, but it ain't a penalty. Never a penalty. CK says, Key, no good games tonight. Can't wait for Arsenal's corner masterclass tomorrow. What are we up to? Cookie Monster, did you just say it's an easy game? No, not an easy game. This one, Wolves is not an easy game. Tom Speed. What is even the purpose of such a channel? Well, people like chatting football, mate. People like chatting football and just, watching along together, enjoying the game together, shared experiences, Oxford fan, we have like a whole community here, bro. It's good laugh, innit? Yeah, Tom, stick around, mate. You might see, you might like it. Maybe you won't, and if you don't, then no worries, mate. Best of luck to you. What are we up to? Sumik. How's it going, Sumik? Easy win for Wolves tonight. Yeah. Well, do you know what? It might well be. And if it is, then we've got to beat them on Friday in the FA Cup. How can you complain about Man United getting a penalty when your team was gifted 2 extra minutes against Forest? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the same. That's the same thing. Of course it is. Connor, yes, Connor. How's it going, lad? Good to see you, lad. Tom, okay, well, like, no worries, Tom. Well, then, head over to... It's not even on Sky where I am. If it's on Sky where you are, then good luck to you, mate. But it's TNT where we are in the UK. Will says, Keymate, United also had City and Arsenal recently, and everyone said we'd drop points there as well. I know, but you also did drop points against Wolves, and you did drop points against West Ham. Teams in the relegation zone, so... You did drop points against Burnley as well. So let's be honest, United will and can drop points recently against the worst teams in the league. So if they can drop points against the worst teams in the league, they raise the games against the best. That doesn't mean they are the best. It just means that they are inconsistent, which they have been all season. And I think the Palace game, if it proved one thing, it's that, Palace could certainly have got a result in that one. United did not convincingly win in that one. I don't even think a point would have been fair. I still think Palace were the better side overall. Rasta says the Sunderland kit is a weird one. Is it the away? No, it's not. Will it be the away one tonight? Is it the away one? I don't mind the Sunderland away kit. Kieran, that's the same as Liverpool all season, though. That's true. That is true. Liverpool very inconsistent all season too. I agree. I just think if you look at the 2 11s, if you were to compare Liverpool starting 11, Manchester United starting 11, and where Liverpool have been playing. So, for example, if you were to look at Liverpool's form across the season, I think most people would agree we're playing like a notch below where we actually are. Like, this is the level of the team, but actually, because we've had all the injuries and all this other stuff, we're a notch or 2 below where the team actually sits. Man United, I think, are playing out the skin recently, and they're getting results that I don't necessarily think reflect just how good... Man United are not the 3rd best team in the league, and yet, somehow, inexplicably, they are. And I think that's the point I'm making, is I think there's better teams than Man United. They've been very inconsistent, but they've still got some brilliant results lately, and you've got to give them credit for that. Massive credit. Pride of Merseyside says, I think this game has Everton 1-0 all over it. Well, Burnley are not doing too badly so far. 15 minutes in, they're doing all right. I'm really glad, though. I am just really, really glad that Frimpong is back in the Liverpool lineup and starting. I think that's the main thing. Unfav says, do you think Barcelona will win the Champions League? Possibly. I think it's going to be Barca against probably Arsenal, isn't it? The way that draw is on that right-hand side. I think Arsenal will beat Leverkusen. They'll probably beat Bodo Glimt over 2 legs as well. And then it'll be Arsenal against, looking at the teams on that side, Barca, Newcastle, Atleti or Spurs. It's probably going to be an Arsenal-Barca semi, isn't it? Imagine if it's Arsenal-Spurs in the semi. But no, I think it is. It's probably going to be Arsenal-Barca semi and you know, Barca have got the better attack. Arsenal have got the better defence. Who knows? Be a good tie, that, over 2 legs. Chimey says, glory, glory, Wolverhampton. And Madhouse says, I'm not watching the crap match. Much more entertaining. Stay here with the lovely key. Yay! Hey, we can chat footy in here, can't we? Liverpool v Bayern, Barca v Arsenal. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thoughts on Zubi for transfer of the season? I don't think you get many Arsenal fans saying that, actually. There's quite a lot of Arsenal fans who spoke to me who've said that he's not been that great recently. I mean, I think he's done well, but I wouldn't go signing of the season level. There's probably 5 or 6 others I'd put ahead of him in the signing of the season category, but he's not been a bad signing. Certainly not been a bad one. I want Tottenham to win the Champions League and get relegated. Nice. And Connor says, I actually think Atletico do Barca in the Champions League like they've done in the Copa del Rey. Well, they've not done in the Copa del Rey. Copa del Rey, it's 4-0 Atleti, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Atleti do Barca. Sorry, I've just reread what you said. I thought you meant Barca do Atleti. Andy Zubimendi started off great. Not so great now, though. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a fair few Arsenal fans have said the same. He was, he's really good start of the season, but kind of he's tailed off a little bit, if anything. Similar to Arsenal in many ways. Schmidt says, Zubi has been revolutionary. He's played the most minutes in the midfield. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying he's been a bad signing at all. He has been good. He's a very good player. Signing of the season was the question, and no, I don't think he's signing of the season. Daddy-O says, Daddy-O's an Arsenal fan as well. Zubi's been fantastic, but he's made 3 or 4 big mistakes. But yeah, he has been so good for us. Probably normal, though, again, in his first year in English football. Still getting adjusted to it, but he's a very good midfielder. Connor says, as an Arsenal fan, Zubimendi's not been the best signing. He's a downgrade on Jorginho. So there you go. So this is... listen, you asked me, is Zubimendi the best midfield sign or the best signing of the season? I said no, based off the fact that Arsenal fans wouldn't say that. And immediately, 3 or 4 Arsenal fans jump in and say, yeah, he's been unbelievable, but quite a lot of mistakes and he's not the best signing. So I'm nothing else if reflective of the general fan base opinion. Real Life says, and yet I don't think he's been the best there, Schmidt. Pride of Merseyside says Barca need to scrap the high line or Arsenal would batter them. And Real Life says, Key, I think that orange looks better behind you. Orange? It's red, that, mate. Lovely, beautiful, deep red colour. Joel says, who are you watching tomorrow night? Please say City. I don't want you watching Man United. I am watching Newcastle against Man United tomorrow, lad. Newcastle against Man United. Lisha, have you seen the club's KSI is the new owner of? I've not. No, who is it? I've not even seen. To be honest, I don't really follow KSI. I mean, I only heard the other day that Ronaldo had bought a share in Almeria. Andy, I'll be watching Villa-Chelsea tomorrow. Well, Villa and Chelsea Villa-Chelsea is 7:30, isn't it? It's an early kickoff. So yeah, we'll be watching the first bit of Villa-Chelsea. Keeping an eye on the other ones. Obviously, Brighton are playing Arsenal, City are playing Forest, and Fulham are playing West Ham. So we'll keep an eye on the other 7:30s, but it might be worth doing Villa-Chelsea first half tomorrow. I like that shade of orange too. London Red forever. Smith Meta says Zubi and Rice have both been pivotal to us being top in the Champions League and the Prem. And Real Life says, oh man, Key didn't get the joke. Maybe next match. The joke? What joke? Aki, I think that orange looks better behind you. That orange. Ah, sorry. Get you. I've got you. Ah, with you now. I'm with you. Ah, Dagenham and Redbridge for KSI. Isn't that who Andy Carroll plays for now? Yeah, isn't it Andy Carroll? I'm sure it's where he's playing. That's fantastic. Gaming Gallery says thoughts on Hincapié. Mixed bag, hasn't he? Yeah, I mean, I think Arsenal they've obviously got to sign him at the end of the season for whatever it is, 50 odd million. It's a big amount of money to pay. I'm not sure he's probably all right for a backup. I'm not sure he's a starting left back or a starting centre back, but still quite young, still time to develop, I guess. But yeah, I've not been blown away by Hincapié. Wolves is orange. I've got you. Got you. Smith says, I can see why Klopp wanted Zubimendi. He would have been perfect for Liverpool. And Real Life says, Pride of Merseyside, you can't really put them on at much different times midweek. Jonesy says, Gyökeres or Sesko key. Sesko. Yeah, Sesko. Sesko's... I mean, yeah. To be fair, I think if you ask anyone who's watched the channel throughout most of the season, they'll tell you, I have been very consistent. Even when Sesko's had loads of stick, I've been very consistent and said, you've got to be patient with him. He's a young player coming into the Premier League. It's going to take him some time to adapt. He's not really had the minutes to sort of adapt as much and as fast as he would like. But I think we're now seeing the ability. I don't necessarily think he's got the ability to be like a top-rung, like world-class centre-forward. But he can finish. His movement is a little bit off sometimes. His touch isn't always the best. But he can finish. He's got pace. He can, he's strong, big, strong lad. So, yeah, I think he's got all the attributes that to be a decent Premier League centre-forward for United. But whether or not he's like a game changer, I don't know. I think he's maybe more someone that you bring off the bench. And you're going to have to improve in those wide areas. Chi, how could anyone say Gyökeres at this point? That's fair enough. Andy says Miles Lewis-Skelly should start for Arsenal. Miles Lewis-Skelly will be gone in the summer. There's absolutely no way Miles Lewis-Skelly stays at Arsenal. He'll be gone. Same as Wanyuri. That's like I said, that's the big problem for Arsenal in the summer, is keeping hold of this squad, because the squad they've got is the best in the league, and I think there's a lot of players within it who won't be happy with their minutes. Martinelli being one, maybe Ben White another. Miles Lewis-Skelly certainly. Wanyuri's had a taste after going out on loan to Marseille. I don't think he comes back, so they're gonna have to do a bit more regeneration in the summer. Probably Jesus, maybe Gyökeres as well. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens in the summer there. But I don't think they'll be adding to that. I think they'll be worried about how they keep it together. Jabba says, what a wasted chance. Their keeper was on the ground out of goal. Didn't they get pulled back for offside, that one? Or a foul? 1-2-4, not good enough for Marseille, that one, Yuri. 1-2-4 says Lewis-Skelly had a good few games. Since then, he's been absolutely gash. He's just not had any minutes. If you look at how many minutes he's actually played this season, it's like a handful here and there. He's been sat on the bench picking splinters out his arse. Poor Miles Lewis-Skelly. From a player who should have been on the World Cup playing to he's nowhere near it. He's literally nowhere near it, and that's going to be devastating for him. And I think Eze is going to be the same, to be honest. Eze's recently started, obviously since the Spurs game. He's played back to back, hasn't he? But I don't think Eze starts the rest of the season. And even if he does, to be honest, I don't think he gets on the plane. He's had too many games where he's been out. Every time Odegaard's fit, Odegaard starts. Billy Deegan says Wolves 1, Liverpool 5. Yes, Billy. Hempty, how's it going, Hempty? Real Life says Oxford fan. Literally everyone did his celebration before he joined Arsenal. The Gyökeres one. Dario says MLS looks well off it this year. Maybe he needs to play in the middle, but Wanyeri will be at Arsenal. He ain't going nowhere. You'll be pleasantly surprised by that, mate. Think about it. Where's Wanyeri playing? I don't care what anyone says. He's a right winger. That's where he's playing for Marseille. That's where he's basically had all his minutes for Arsenal. He's a right winger. And you've got Saka and you've got Madueke over there. Wanyeri's not going to be at Arsenal next year. No chance. Not a chance. Sorry, Wanyeri's definitely not going to be there. Andy says the best young striker, in my opinion, is Samu Agahawa at Porto. Poor lad's injured at the minute, isn't he? He had a bad injury. Lisher says, I think he's more than capable of starting every game in a club like Dortmund, top clubs in France, etc. True enough. Yeah. Shane Yates up the Wolves. Love that. Daddy-O says, more chance Salah goes to Saudi in the summer than us getting rid of him. I honestly don't see it, mate. I really don't see it. Jabba says, no, play continued. This stoppage was the keeper kneeling down after the stoppage of play. It's been a very, very dull and dour start. Maybe predictably, given the two teams that we're watching. Neither team are known for particularly enthralling football, are they? Burnley and Everton. They're just not. 124 says, Wanyeri needs to go somewhere like Dortmund. He'll try and get the best out of him. He just needs to go somewhere where he'll play. And he's not going to play at Arsenal, is he? Oscar says, pray for Liverpool fans. And Rasta says, our academy products are staying in the summer key. Come on, you Gunners. Don't think you're going to be able to play him, mate. Where do you put him? Where do you fit him in? You can't keep players when they want to, go out and spread their wings. In order to develop, they need minutes on the pitch. You can't give them minutes on the pitch because you won't start them. You won't start them. Andy says Chelsea have been linked with Miles Lewis-Skelly, but he won't start over Cucurella or Hato. No, Miles Lewis-Skelly won't go to those sorts of teams. If Miles Lewis-Skelly leaves Arsenal, well, when, not if. When Miles Lewis-Skelly leaves Arsenal, it will be to maybe a Fulham or do you know what? Maybe to an Everton. Everton would be a wonderful place for him to develop. Not necessarily a team that's in Europe, but maybe a team that's got a bit of ambitions too. And yeah, I think he'd do really well at Everton. Could go to somewhere kind of just sort of top, maybe bottom to top to bottom half, mid-table. 9th, 10th, 12th area. Rasta says, we will loan them out, but we're not selling our young player. But, mate, honestly, the whole loan system, maybe you will. The whole loan system, I don't think is going to work for a player who's had a taste of international football. He's not going to want to go out on loan. He's going to want to go and settle somewhere and show what he can do. Lisher, in the flip case, I can see Arteta convincing him to stay, though. He's a greedy guy, Arteta. I know, but if you were Miles Lewis-Skelly or Miles Lewis-Skelly's family or his agent, and you were to say to, let's say Mikel Arteta calls him in at the end of the season and says to him, Miles, listen, I'd love to keep you next season, mate. I think you're a really important part of Arsenal's future and all this sort of stuff, and he really sells him the dream. All Miles Lewis-Skelly has to do is say to him, listen, appreciate you saying that, Gaffer, but I just want to let you know that in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, I have played in 1. I have been on the bench in the last 8 games 7 times, and 7 out of those 8 games, 100% of the times that I've started on the bench, I haven't even come off. I haven't got a minute on the pitch. Not one single solitary minute. Not one. 7 times out of the last 8 games, he's been sat picking split. He might as well have had Angry Birds on his phone. He's just been sat there playing. He's got nothing to do, the lad. He only played 1 game, and that was against Wigan in the FA Cup. That's all he's getting. There's no way he stays. It's madness to think otherwise. Daddy-O says he's basically a child, just like your views on Rio. It's the same. I'll concede maybe another loan, but Wanyeri is the future. It's my hill to die on. That's fair enough. But I think the difference with Miles Lewis-Skelly, mate, is Miles Lewis-Skelly's 3 years older than Rio Ngamoa. Miles Lewis-Skelly's already played a lot more football than Rio Ngamoa has. his body's a lot further on in terms of development. He's a lot further down the line. Andy says Fulham have Robinson, but Everton's a good shout. Everton need a left back. They're getting rid of Mikalenko, so yeah, Mars Lewis-Skelly would be maybe a player they'd look at. Lord Yorkshire says, should be a straightforward 3-0 Liverpool, but Wolves might have gained some confidence after beating Villa. I'm sure they will have. Undoubtedly they will have. 15 minutes to go to half-time. 15 minutes to kick off in the Liverpool game. Andy says, Conor Bradley is great for you. Well, do you know what? Conor Bradley, if he can stay fit, is fantastic. I think most Liverpool fans would be quite happy to keep him if he's fit. He's just not fit. He's forever injured. Wonderful player, just forever injured. I'm hoping it's one of them things where he's young and he can grow out of it, but yeah. When he has played, like I said, he's pocketed Mbappe every time we played Real Madrid. Fabulous young player, just sadly his body's given up on him a few times. Lisha says Rio Engamode is 17 key, not 16. It's a 2-year difference. No, mate, Rio has only just turned 17. He was 16 at the start of this season. Miles Lewis-Skelly is literally 20 in a couple of months' time. So, yeah, if we're splitting hers, if you want to be a prick about it, then actually it's not. It's closer to 20, closer to 3 years than it is 2. Daddy-O says Miles Lewis-Skelly, I don't rate this year. He looks not at the standard, and I would cash him before the big crash comes. I agree. He is a Fulham-level player, just not Wanyeri. What you say? But what are you going to do with... Mate, you've literally got Madueke and Saka on the right-hand side. Where are you putting him? How are you having a conversation with Wanyeri as Mikel Arteta and saying to him, yeah, I have absolutely got a pathway to the first team for you, mate. I've got a pathway. I am absolutely certain that you're going to do brilliantly with us. I want to keep you. How? He's going to be like, yeah, well, you've got Saka as your captain, basically, and you've just spent 50 million on another player. So what are you... Where? How do I get in? Where do I play minutes? I have no minutes. Andy says Rio was stolen from us. Stolen from us. Daddy O says my Rio comparison was Wanyeri 17 to 18, not MLS. No, I know, mate. It wasn't you. It was Lisher on the other chat. Boing sound effect. Score prediction key. I think Liverpool win tonight. I'm gonna go 2-0. Quite confident. Yeah, quite confident. Jabba says we're getting in and around the box, but no one is taking a shot. How many shots have we had in this so far? But it's not many. It's 0-0 in every Premier League game with sort of 15 minutes to go to half-time. So far, not been blown away. Oh, and just as we say that, Everton have scored. It's Tarkowski, James Tarkowski, 1-0 Everton. Bar stewards. Absolute bar stewards. Just as we're saying it, Jabber, the Toffees go in front. Come on, Burnley, turn it around. Turn it around. Desperately need the Clarets to turn this one around. It was so simple, that, wasn't it? It wasn't even like... It just wasn't anything particularly exquisite. It was a good ball in. He's miles onside. There's no problem at all with the offside. Yeah, it's a great goal, that. James Garner, wonderful ball in. And Tarkowski. Might be a check, maybe. I don't think there will be, but it might be a check. Because if it was Tarkowski at the very, very far post, he was maybe level. I wonder if there will be a VAR. I wonder. He's very, very... He's very, very good aerial, isn't he, Tarkowski? Wins everything. Doesn't score enough goals, really, for a player who's so dominant in the air. But there you go. It's 1-0 Everton. 33 minutes on the clock. Adam says, man, can we do African football next season, please? We can maybe do. We can find a way. We'll watch a bit of Orlando Pirates or something. I don't know. we'll watch some footy next season in the South African League. Why not? Daddy O says right wing, or he can play the 10 and maybe tweak and bait left wing. Many chances for minutes. But if you're 18, Eze or Odegaard won't be around forever. Saka and Bale were both left backs, so retraining isn't out the window. You're not going to put Wanjeri at left back. Everton have not beat Burnley yet, says Alex. Mitchell says Everton doing quite well this season. Certainly doing well away from home. This would be a big moment for them to win a game at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. They've not really done all that well at home. Yeah, not done that well at home. Here is Hannibal Mabry. Now Burnley have got a chance to whip the ball back in. 1-2-4 Wanjeri left back, did I hear? Yeah, to be fair, I think it was just a pithy throwaway comment. I don't think it was necessarily serious. Wanjeri to retrain him at left back is potentially not out the window. Not left back, but just because he plays right wing doesn't mean that can't change. No, I know, but you look across the Arsenal front line. What the hell is that from Hannibal Mabry? Look across that front line. I don't really see anywhere where Wanjeri can get in, can you? Odegaard, Eze, Martinelli, Saka, Madueke. They're not going anywhere. And if they're not going anywhere, then he's not getting in. And to be fair, apparently there's Trossard leaving. There's a couple of others who might be leaving in the summer. So, and that's before Arsenal consider adding to their front line. And obviously, that's probably the one thing that they've been talking about improving. They need to improve in attack. So it might well be that another attacker comes in. And if that's the case, then where's the minutes for Wanjeri? I look at it and I think it's a real... He will look at it and think, I want minutes. I need to get out there. He's got out there and at Marseille. He seems to be doing quite well at Marseille. Yeah. Hey, I could be wrong. It's been known to happen. If it is, fair enough. But I think if you come back to me in the summer... I think we'll be talking about Miles Lewis-Skelly and Wanjeri being at completely different clubs. Could be wrong. Jabber says, nice free kick from Burnley, straight to Pickford. And Shay says, what do you see as more important for you, Key, tonight or the FA Cup? I think we would get a lot more stick if we went out on Friday than if we went out or if we lost tonight or drew tonight. If we drop points tonight, it's bad. But I think in the context of how Wolves have been playing and us being stretched, ultimately we've not got the players, we've not got the squad. Wolves have got a bigger squad than us at the minute. I think it's probably, maybe not understandable, it'd be frustrating if we drop points tonight, but if we drop points tonight and win on Friday, I would be far more content with that than I would be if it was win tonight and go out on Friday. I think Friday is probably the more important, yeah. 3-star, have you got Wolves in the Cup on Saturday, Keith? Friday night we play Wolves. So we've got Wolves at Molineux tonight and then Wolves at Molineux again on Friday, 3-star. Jabba says VAR must have been bored, complete waste of time. Eric Toll says Darman also coming through. Well, there's that as well. Yeah, there is that as well. That's another thing. DC, is it on TNT? Yeah, TNT's on. TNT's on for Wolves and Liverpool tonight. Big chance for Bournemouth, says Julius. Brentford win, they overtake Chelsea, says Mitchell. Peace off, Dylan says teams helping Burnley, but Burnley not doing their bit. Gonna have to get some wins, Burnley, sooner rather than later. I think that one against Brentford would have been soul destroying for him. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, this would be typical Everton. If they were to beat Newcastle at St James's and then bring it back here and draw with Burnley, it would be the most Everton thing. But yeah, they've held their own so far defensively. It's been a proper Everton performance. Score off a set piece and, kind of sit back and limit Burnley to few chances. There's not been an awful lot in the way of speed of play. It's been quite a slow game. Quite a slow game. Real Life says it's annoying for you lads having to travel to Wolves, then back twice in a few days. Not too far, but an annoying one. That might not be the case. It genuinely might be that they just stay down there. They might have booked to stay down there because they might have trained, or sometimes that does happen. Sometimes they'll ask if they can train somewhere low. But then again, if it's only a couple of hours back, it's not that. It's 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours back to Wolverhampton. It's not that far. Yeah. They'll just jump on the coach. Coach is very, very comfortable. Luxurious motorhome. Can have a kip on the way back. Players don't have to do any driving. That's the main thing. Wayne says, what's your score prediction? I think 2-0. I think Liverpool win 2-0 tonight. Mitchell says, imagine if Burnley start winning some games and West Ham, Wolves and Spurs get relegated. Spurs, I can't see winning any games. I can't see Spurs going down. Personally, mate, I think there's still a long way to go. Spurs need to get a result against Palace on Thursday. That's a big game for them. Massive game for Spurs. Ryan Key, have you heard about Keith Andrews? Yeah, new contract, 2032, isn't it? 2032, 6 years. Barca v Atletico is 0-0 so far. Thanks, Dylan. Dundee 1-0 up against St Mirren. Port Vale 0-0 as well with Bristol City. We'll keep an eye on that one tonight. Ipswich as well 0-0 with Hull. But yeah, I want to keep an eye on the Copa del Rey. Barcelona 4-0 down and desperately need to do something against Atleti. Can't see Atleti throwing away a 4-0 lead. Can you? Barca have gone very strong, don't get me wrong. They've gone Rafinha, Torres, Lamine Yamal, Koundé, Kabasi, Martin, Cancelo. They should have a really good go at them. Daddy-O says, honestly, I'd sell Odegaard this summer. Have Wanuri as backup to Eze. In 3 years, Wanuri will be a starter. But again, would Wanuri take that? If 3 years' time you're going to be starting, surely you're going to be looking at players like if you're Wanuri, are you not looking at like Lamine Yamal and Rio Ngamoa, and you're looking at them play and saying, well, hang on a minute, like look at the minutes they're getting, and they're younger than me. I need to be like putting myself into teams at 18, 19, 20. If he believes he's going to be or can be one of the best in the world, I don't know why he would take a backup slot, rotation thing. I don't get it. But again, I guess it boils down to the player. Ethan, hello Key, how are you today? And come on Wolves. Cheers, Ethan. Rasta says we did the same with Saliba. You sent Saliba out on loan though for multiple years, and then you brought him back and played him pretty much straight away. I think that was always the plan with Saliba, wasn't it? And how old was Saliba when you signed him? Yeah, William Saliba's 24 now. He went on loan to Nice and Marseille, didn't he? Back-to-back years. Yeah, and he went out and played 36 games. 36 games for Marseille and came back as a starter for Arsenal. And that was 4 years. So he was 20. He was 20 by that point. I mean, that's 2 years older than some of the players Liverpool have signed this summer, Leone and Jake. So he had a bit more experience in him. Wayne says Mane is only 18 years old. He is, yeah, and that's another thing as well. Matthias Mane is going to go and get regular minutes at somewhere next season. What a player he looks. I think these are the things. If you're Wanuri's agent, you're going to be looking and going, look at all these young players out in playing regular minutes in football, getting opportunities. Why is he not? And there's going to be, I'm telling you, they're going to push in the summer to go. Definitely. There's no way. Absolutely no way. So the only big question is just how much it would take to get Wanuri out of Arsenal, because he's not done enough, has he? He's not quite done enough to prompt a massive bid. Like how much would it realistically take if Wanuri said, I want to leave, like foot down, I am going, how much would it take? Liverpool lining up. We're very close to kick-off here, by the way. 1, 2, 4, 25 to 30 mil. I think so too, you know. I think it's going to be about 25 mil. Yeah, about 25 mil. Okay, here we go. Liverpool against Wolves. Massive, massive game. Come on, the Reds. Let's go. Timer. Let's get it started. Fast start would be wonderful if we can get one. Kirkes into the box. Unlucky. Hey, Kirkes scored here last year for Bournemouth. Elvis says draw this one. Jabba says it's a Tuesday night nearing half-time. Fans need the toilet. And Maddow says top 3 best transformational signings this season. Transformational signings? Ooh. You'd have to say Xhaka would be one. Canate now down the right-hand side. Come on. Wolves getting forward. Good ball in. Frimpong. Can't quite get it away. It's a goal kick. Well done. 124 says Fulham buy-in for 27 million. Yeah, I was going to say, I think if you look at him, like, he's played 11 games in the last 2 years. Sorry, in the last 12 months this season, 11 appearances he's made. And that includes the 5 that he's made for Marseille. So, I don't think he's done enough to warrant, like, a massive, massive transfer. Daddy-O, if you're a fan of a club and have to wait until 21 to be a regular, of course you would. I guess, yeah, listen, we don't know the player, do we? We don't know the player, so maybe you're right. Maybe he has decided, I am going to stay at Arsenal come hell or high water, and it's more important to me that I stay at Arsenal rather than my career. So I think maybe you and I can agree that it might be better for his career to leave Arsenal. Could we get on the same page about that? Surely that's a fair comment. He could get on this. He could absolutely, and he would. His career would be better if he left Arsenal, because you and I could agree that he would play more minutes, wouldn't he? He would, of course he would. He would play more minutes if he went to, even if he signed permanently for Marseille. Let's say he went to Marseille, he would get the same sort of trajectory you would imagine as maybe what Mason Greenwood has got, without the baggage and everything that goes on there. But certainly in terms of performance, Mason Greenwood's done very well in France. And maybe it would be the same with Wanyeri, and his career would, straight up. Whereas, if he stays at Arsenal, you're talking a few minutes here, a few minutes there, cup games, off the bench, sub-appearance. But yeah, I guess, look, if he wants to stay, then he wants to stay. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Hello, Key. Come on, Wolves. I'm only joking, but I'd like to see an upset. Jabba says, Branthwaite nearly another glancing header. And Mitchell says, Wolves are already confirmed relegated. Not quite. No, not mathematically, but they're not far away. They are not far away. Come on, Frimpong. Well done. Go on, Frimpong. Real Life says, maybe if he left it would be good in the short term. In the long term, staying at Arsenal would be beneficial. Only in the sense that he would get to stay at the club that he supports. But I think for his career, yeah, he's got to get going, hasn't he? Love from the US, says him in shambles. How's it going? Lots of love to the US. Got a lot of US fans in. Gamer Guru, let's go Wolves. Listen to him. The Arsenal fans pouring in to support Wolves tonight. Leeds, says Luca. Leeds currently drawing level with Sunderland at Ellen Road. Big night for Leeds as well, to be honest. Everton 1, Burnley 0. That one's nearly half-time. Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0, half-time. I told you there won't be goals in that one, didn't I? I have got one thing right tonight. I did not think there would be goals in the Bournemouth-Brentford game, just because of how many goals Brentford conceded against Burnley. They were always going to be like, right, shut up shop, no goals tonight. Daddy-O, I think youngsters need 20 appearances in all comps. I'd say if you can't offer them that, then you need to loan them out. But as a young, do you want to keep being farmed out? Like, sometimes clubs are reluctant. Like, the best clubs are reluctant to loan players because why would they just develop players for other teams? You know what I mean? Like, they want to sign players and commit to them and develop them for a few years because it's an investment and that investment grows. So if they brought Wanuri in, they'd sign him for whatever it is, 25 million, let's say. They might be able to sell him for 50, 60 plus if he does really well. Whereas they're not just going to take him for a year on loan and then wave him back to Arsenal. There you go. Wally says, have you seen the news about Xhaka yet? Great chance here for Liverpool. Salah, claim for the penalty. Yeah, you're not getting that. Not getting that. Should do better there, Mo. Should do better there, Mo. K Jonesy, 25 mil. I asked earlier what price. 25 was the price I was quoted by the chat. I think 25 to 30 is probably about right. Wayne, I'm interested. Who's your first 11 for the World Cup? Don't know. Depends on what approach Tuchel wants to take, I guess. I'd go Cole, Palmer, Kane, Rashford front three. Bellingham, Rice, James. Trent at right back. Stones if he's fit. If Stones isn't fit, then it's difficult. Mark Gay and obviously Mark Gay, but then you're looking at maybe Konza, maybe Kwanzaa. Could be a few. Chance here for Liverpool in the box. Strike. Good save. Well done. First shot in anger from Cody Gakpo. Did well. Real life says what happened to Xhaka. He's fell on his arm. He needs surgery basically. He's landed awkwardly on his arm. Wanuri would be 55 mil. No, he wouldn't, mate. At the end of the day, if this is what we was just saying. If Wanuri says he wants to go, and Arsenal then have to sell him, they're not selling him for 55. There's no buyers at 55. There's no buyers at 40. I don't think. You might get away with maybe 30, 35 like 30, maybe 35 with add-ons. But once you get beyond that, it's just not value. You're talking about a kid who's played like 11 games off the bench. It's just not enough. Wolves with the ball in. Corner to Wolves. Big, good defending that though, Kirkes. Well done. Good defending. Much better defending. K Jonesy, Wanuri is better than prime Salah though. Yeah, I don't think we disagree on that. K2, hi mate, how's it going? Good to see you, lad. I don't even know, since I think Man City or Liverpool win the Champions League, it'll be an English team. I just don't want to say Arsenal, so I'm not delusional. K Jonesy, he played 40 games in 23-24. Header, cleared it away. Oh, unlucky. That was better. Good defending from Liverpool. Dominic Nash, who's winning. It's currently 0-0. Will says Key, Elanga went for 50 mil, standard price these days. I know, but Wanuri hasn't done what Elanga's done, has he? Elanga was incredible last year. Absolutely phenomenal last year. Wanuri's not done any of that. You're basically selling him, or you would be selling him, entirely based off potential. Because there's not been any evidence to suggest he's anywhere close to a 55, 65 million pound player. So that's why it would always be like a 25, 30 million, maybe Maybe with a sell-on fee or something like that. Sell-on percentage. It could be something like that to protect it. Ranieri's better than prime Maradona. Love it. Liverpool, chance far post, going to be a corner, good defending, better from Doherty. Mitchell says Arsenal will win the quadruple. Reece Elanga had one good season at Forest and is worth 55 million apparently. I mean, Elanga was doing it for a full season in the Premier League. I think that's the fact. That's the point. Whereas, you know, Ranieri's that good that Arteta went out and got Madueke for 50 million. So go figure. That's how good Ranieri is. Your own manager who saw him week in, week out went, yeah, do you know what, we'll go and get Madueke. Go and get Madueke. Generational talent apparently, but we'll go and get Madueke. That's the one we want. Let's go and farm him out to Marseille. Can't do corners. He's not tall enough. Timmy. Good to see you, Timmy. Spark says, if potential had no influence on a player's value, then every academy grad would go on a free transfer if they didn't sign a new deal. Potential does have a sort of impact, but it's not the defining characteristic of the value. You don't think, oh, this player could be as good as Messi, therefore he's Messi's value. It doesn't work like that, does it? Coley, what do you make of that Mane at Wolves being linked with Arsenal and Liverpool today? Yeah, he's doing really, really well. Doing really, really well. He'll almost certainly leave Wolves. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if maybe someone bought him and sent him back to Wolves on loan for the Championship next year. Because, again, whatever top side signs him, they're not going to give him the minutes, are they? So it might suit him to stay at Wolves for another year. Apparently, he's already been at the Liverpool training ground, the City one, and the Arsenal one, I believe. So it's already, like, kind of accepted, generally speaking, that Wolves are going to have to let him go. Reece says, one thing is for certain, if Arsenal sell Dalman, he's not going for less than 100 mil. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Dalman, he's another one. Two Messis, basically. 100 mil each for Ranieri and Dalman. Ian says, with advertising restrictions coming in next season, will Premier League Dad be West Ham sponsor? Hey, let's hope so. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that was the case. Sparks to a degree. It does. What made Ekatike worth 80 million? Well, it wasn't. He wasn't worth 80 million. When he signed him for less than... Well, it was less than 80 anyway. But either way, it wasn't his performances in the German league for Frankfurt. It's the potential that he had. Well, no, I disagree. I think 80 million is kind of the fair market value for centre-forwards now, and I think that was proven with Sesko, Voltemada, and Gyökeres as well. That's kind of the going rate for centre-forwards now. So, yeah, like that's a market reflection. That's nothing to do with his potential. That's how much you have to pay now. And maybe the Isak deal inflated that. Lewis says, Dalman is amazing, don't get me wrong, but he isn't better than Messi. Oh, I disagree. I think he's twice the player Messi is, to be honest. Thrice the player, you might say. Government name unknown, what does the crown beside my name mean? It means you're a king. It means you're quality. It means we like you a lot. He's already clear of Messi. Yeah. Oh, sweet Lord. Do you know what the crazy thing is, Jonesy? Is I don't even think there's some people who take that genuinely seriously, who actually think, do you know what he is? He is as well, yeah. He absolutely is. That boy is special, I'm telling ya. He's brilliant. Daddy O says, I feel like 50 million is the going starting rate to all Prem teams because people know they'll pay it. Oh yeah, Prem teams always get mugged off as well. Messi had Max Diamond posters in his bedroom. Great run by Ekatike down the left-hand side. Go on, Hugo. Hit that. Go on, hit it. What are you doing? Frimpong. Oh, you numpty. Hit it. Stupid. Spark says, bingo, the going rate for the young English wingers is at least 50 million, if not more, because of a standard set by other young English wingers. Who is the young English winger that is remotely comparable to Wanyuri going for 50 million quid? If you can find me one, I'll listen and I'll hold my hands up. You're not getting... Madweki's not comparable. Name me another one. Name me a winger that is comparable. Young wingers that would suggest that Wanyuri's 50 million quid. Graham says Ekatike's class. Timmy says Key's my favourite Arsenal hater. K2 says I think it's unfair on Messi to keep comparing Diamond. It is, isn't it, really? We should. It's a shame. Messi, like I say, Messi's been there, done that, but he's just not in the same bracket as Diamond, is he? He's just not even in the same bracket as Diamond. Nathan, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. George Holmes, up the Wolves. RHR, Elanga, who had a worse season in far more minutes. Hope that helps. Well, no, I disagree. Elanga got 17 goals and assists in 38 league games for Forest. 38 games, 17 goals and assists for Forest. That's not the same. That's not even remotely the same. Imagine Keith spooning you, whispering ball knowledge in your ear. Gordon Sterling. Nah, listen, again, Sterling was in a title race with us and playing every minute before he went to City. And who else did you say? Who was the other one? Yeah, you can't be including Gordon. Gordon went for 40 million. Again, he was starting every week for Everton for years. Goal for Barcelona. Spark says, Jadon Sancho joined Man United for almost £80 million for racking up assists in the Bundesliga and the Champions League. Jadon Sancho at the time was thought of as like a generational, unbelievable talent, had been doing it week in, week out for the German side in the Bundesliga. And that was reflective of the price. He was a starter for Dortmund. He was a key player and he was doing it in the Champions League. It's not the same for Wanyuri. Maybe it will be, but not if he goes back to Arsenal next year. Mark Bernal scored. What are we up to? Sorry. Dominic says, do you think Tino Livramento's got talent? Yeah, Livramento's wonderful. Top quality player. Don't know if he makes it to the World Cup, though. I think that's the problem at the minute for him. He's just got too much competition on that right-hand side. I don't necessarily see him as a sort of immediate starter or even a squad player for the World Cup. There's too many better off right-backs. But a very talented player. Timmy, yes, it is, Timmy, yeah. Yeah, it is. Daddy-O says, I thought you were asking for the players that were English wingers that were young that sold for about 50 million. No, I was asking for a reasonable, comparable, like, if you were negotiating the deal, right? You were negotiating the deal. Let's say Arsenal somehow agreed to it and they were happy to sell him. And I was a club that was buying Wanyuri and we was now discussing price, right? How would you demonstrate to me that 50 million is fair value for Wanyuri using other, players who have gone in the market and said, well, you know what, we can point to this deal and we can, because that is a lot of how it's done. You can point to this player and you can point to this player and you can point to this player, all of whom have gone in the last 6 to 12 months that is current market value for this player, and this is where he is in relation to them. So, for example, how could you demonstrate that Wanyery is even remotely comparable to Elanga? You couldn't, because it's not the same. You might say, well, Elanga's not as good as Wanyery, and I think I'd agree with you. But ultimately, he's better than, I think he's probably better than him now, right now at this moment in time, but he probably won't be in another 12 to 18 months. But Wanyery hasn't done what Elanga's done, and that's a big factor. That's a big factor at play. Will says, Key, look at Tyler Diblin. I think it's the English tax as well. Tyler Diblin was 40 million quid, right? And if you look at... See, that is probably a fair one, actually. I'll give you that one. Tyler Diblin is probably a fair one. But if you was to look at Tyler Diblin, again, how many minutes did he play last year? Like, started every single minute for Southampton, didn't he? Well, yeah, 33 games. 33 games in the league for Southampton last year. Plus 2 in the FA Cup and 3 in the League Cup. He played 40 games. 40 games last year for Southampton at 19 years of age. There's recent evidence, whereas Arsenal decided not to play him this year. Maybe if he'd have had the season that he had last year, the one where he started and he played 26 league games, maybe then. Oh, unlucky. Better. Welshwing, good lad, good to see you. Spark says Jamie Gittins just went to Chelsea for 50 million. Jamie Gittins, again, started regularly for Dortmund. It's not the same. It's not the same. Wanyery this year, which is what the fee would be based off, this year, he's got 11 appearances. Like, and his own manager, by evidence, like, Southampton could reasonably argue, couldn't they? We want to keep him. He's our best player. Arsenal can't do that. They'd sign Madueke. That's a foul and a yellow card. Gravenberg booked. It's not good. Not good. Not good at all. RHR, if you think Wanyery is... Oh, see, that's not nice, RHR. Come on, mate. That's not very nice. You don't need to resort to that. That just shows you've lost, mate. That just shows you've lost. Come on, be nice. Play nice. Timmy says, if Arsenal win the league, I think we win another trophy. I think the Carabao Cup has a massive impact on who wins the league. Listen, this was always going to be a difficult game. A very, very difficult away game. Tough to break down. They've no intention of anything other than a draw here, Wolves. It's literally attack v defence. This is what they do, and they're very good at it. Or have been very good at it recently. You know, it took them till late in the game to break Villa down. Good tackle, well done. McAllister again, winning it back. This is better. Over to the right-hand side. Frimpong, back to Szoboszlai. Don't hit it. Salah. Mo, that's poor. Well done, Mo. No, you've got to finish there. Tom, love how it not read any of my messages. It's not about you, Tom, believe it or not, Chief. Big stream, lots of comments, not just about you, Chief. Come on. Connor says, evening, lads. Evening, Key. How's it going, mate? Ethan says, Arsenal also have a competitive right-wing group and attacking midfield, so Wanyery doesn't start every game. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Welshwing says, sorry, I missed live stream last night. Was working. Shocked by Rail's results. No worries, mate. No, good to see you back in. It was a very, very good game last night in the Getafe Real Madrid game. Daddy-O says, last season, this player played 26 games for the second best team and has scored similar amounts to Saka has this season. So, world record fee, please. Hey, listen. We're all splitting hairs, ultimately. We'll wait and see. All I'm saying is I think he's gone in the summer. And if he has gone in the summer, then we'll see what the fee is. I don't think it'll be 50 million. I think it'll be closer to 30. So we'll wait and see. Maybe 40, given maybe the Dibbling deal is a landmark for him. They might look at the Dibbling deal and say, yeah, closer to that level, 40 million with maybe a buyback clause, or I don't know. We'll see. Angel Gomez looks like he's going off for a bit of treatment. 200 million minimum. Madrid done me for a couple of ton, was wounded. I know, Steve. I think everyone got hurt by Real Madrid last night. 92FC says, big game for Spurs on Thursday. Yeah, very true. We're going to be watching that one, Spurs against Palace. Spark says the reason Wanjeri went on loan is because he wasn't going to start over Saka. He needs minutes to develop and he wasn't going to get them in Arsenal. As things stand, it was the correct decision. It's just whether or not he wants to go out on loan again. Because next season, the prognosis hasn't really changed, has it? He's going to need... He's not going to get in over Saka next season. He's not going to get in over Madueke next season. Odegaard's probably still going to be there. Eze's still going to be there. I like I said, maybe there's... Unless you know something, or maybe Arteta knows something that we don't, and that there's been... he knows that Odegaard's going to leave, or Eze's going to leave. Maybe it's something like that. We don't know. But if both of them are at the club next season... He ain't going to be. He's going to be gone. Gamer Guru says tie's harmless though. Every club in football has a tie in there somewhere. Hi. Lay Patel says, Key, what's your thoughts on Slot's comments on set pieces? Liverpool aren't playing any different and also relying on set pieces. What's my thoughts on his comment on set pieces? He hasn't made any comment on set pieces as far as I'm aware, unless you're talking about something specific. What comment are you referring to? Real life, what did the game finish as yesterday? Only saw the first half. 1-0. Yeah, it was 1-0 at half time, and it finished 1-0. Gamer Guru, just like all clubs have their own, the Wellston Raider giving it large. Will Baker Key, do you think Alonso's waiting for the Liverpool job? He ain't going to get it. He can wait all he wants. Alonso is not going to be Liverpool manager. Sparks, in order to compete at a high level in 4 competitions, any team would need a sizable squad, and that involves having 2 to 3 quality players in every position. That's not news to anyone. 2, yes. 3, no. There's no team who has 3 in every position, and the ones that do have 3 usually do well for that season, but one of them's going. There's no player who's signing up to be third choice. Wanjeri is not going to be content. Even if he loves Arsenal and Arsenal's his club, he's not going to be content being third choice. And if he is, I'd question his ambition. There's no way a player wants to be third choice at any club if they have any desire to be a top quality player. And I think his agent will be in his ear saying that, and his family will be in his ear saying that. As much as you might like Arsenal, you might want to stay. You can come back here. Eze's come back here. Go and get minutes, mate. Go and develop. Go and play somewhere. You need to play football. You're not going to develop sat on a bench picking splinters out your arse. And Miles Lewis-Skelly is a prime example of that. Ball whipped in, headed away, Frimpong. Welsh Ring says, Lee Patel, maybe I'm in the minority here, but if someone relied on set pieces to win, that's them. I used to enjoy the lapse throw-ins. Media are taking this out of hand now, in my opinion. Corner to Liverpool, here we go. The 3 words everyone fears. Corner to Liverpool. Hey, Jonathan Klaus France. How's it going, mate? Lovely to see you. Love to France. Roast Beef says, Wolves playing well tonight. I think Liverpool will nick it late. Let's hope so, Roast Beef. Spark says that's exactly what he's doing on loan. Yeah, no, but this is it. Do you want to keep farming him out on loan? Does he want to keep being farmed out on loan? Salah with a corner. Horrendous yet again. It's out on the far side and Wolves get it away. Wolf with a clearance. Nathan, thoughts on Diamand? Good player. Talented player, but again, expensive. I don't know if there's a market for him either. Well, there is a market for him, but I think the price is going to have to be very, very good. Like, we're not paying I don't think anyone pays 80 million for him. I think if you're going to get Jan Diamand, it's going to be closer to, again, 50 to 60. You're not going to pay 80 million, which is, I think, what Leipzig have quoted. Tenable corner. Welshwing says, I'd rather have a team that relies on set pieces than time wasters, which even Arsenal fans are criticising Arteta for. Ben White takes half an hour on a throw. Well, this is, again, and that's another thing that's coming in next season, isn't it? Teams are apparently being held to task on how long they take on throw-ins. Dario says, Key, you ain't the tie of Liverpool. Have you seen that FJ on DR Sports? You're nothing to him. I know I haven't, mate. I haven't watched it, but yeah. Okay, I'll have to do better. I'll have to up my game then. Spark says the whole set piece thing has been blown so far out of proportion as well because Arsenal have the second most open play goals this season. Do you know what, Sparks? Listen, I will say this. Really, really good chatting to you tonight. Really appreciate you coming in the chat. Good ball knowledge from Sparks. Good addition to the channel. Goal Everton 2-0. Bloody hell, Burnley. Can't rely on Burnley for anything. Bloody clarets. Come on, you toffee, says Ryan. Guru says, honestly pisses me off when we do time waste. Always comes back to bite us when the other team score and we then panic needing a goal. Wolves was a prime example of that, wasn't it? Salah in the box, gives the ball away yet again. Yet again. Very poor so far from Liverpool. 31 minutes in. It's not the best, I've got to say. Goal offside for Everton. Oh, good. Who was it who got the goal? Who scored it? Who scored the goal? Clarence Beeks. See you live is not normal. Usually see you clipped up. Oh, good to see you live, Clarence. How you doing, mate? Nathan says, what does Chiesa have to do to play, man? To be honest, probably he has to be fit. He's not fit. He's just not fit. He's always injured. His words himself was that he's not been physically or mentally ready to play 90 minutes. So that's why Chiesa's not starting. That's why. Every time we have started Chiesa, he's been dreadful. Frimpong, good ball in. Oh, it's going to be another corner, is it? No, throw in. Harry, why do you hate every club that's above you? I have no issue with Aston Villa. I don't know what you're talking about. Gamer Guru, 9 games since we scored a set piece. As soon as we scored one versus Chelsea, Key was hammering us about it. It's true. It's because you only score when you need to score. The decisive goal always comes off an own goal or a set piece. Always. Creed, Key, would you ever do ASMR? Kind of ASMR are you looking for? Depends what you're after. Welshwing, I used to fear Salah when he came and he carries onto the edge of the box. Nowadays, defenders just stand off him because he passes back. I just think the guy's confidence has gone. He's absolutely lost all confidence, the kid. It's a shame to see, really, but he's not gonna. He's still gonna be here next season. Good run, Kirkes, decent defending, holds him at bay. Wolves put the ball back into the box. Alisson's got to get to it. Good claim, Ali. Well done. What are we up to? Says Roast Beef says, does it matter if Key hammers Arsenal about it, really? Arsenal are hated by mostly all opposition fans, mate. Well, that's it. I mean, I don't really get where the issue is. And it's not even hate. It's not hate. Opta released a stat about this the other day. This was a massive thing. Opta released a stat saying that in the entirety of the Pep versus Klopp era, 16 Premier League games, There were 2 set-piece goals in the entirety. 16 games between Liverpool and City. At the peak of their powers, there was 2 set-piece goals. There was 3 in the Arsenal-Chelsea game the other day. That is what Liverpool fans and most other football fans have an issue with. It's the mediocre quality of football at the top end of the table. That's all. It's not hate. It's not hate. It's the quality of football. That is all. Nathan says, do you think Robbo, Salah and Ibu leave in the summer? Nope. Robbo, yes. Salah, no. I'd love it if Konate stayed. I genuinely wouldn't want Konate to go. I wouldn't want any other centre-back than Ibrahima Konate. I don't think there's anyone realistically we could buy that would be anywhere close to him anyway. So, yeah, no, I would rather sign Konate and I would move mountains to keep him. He's a wonderful player. I don't even know, says I think it's a good thing we found something that is making us clinical. If we just freestyled it, we would be 8th. I'm glad you admit it. There you go. Without set pieces, Arsenal would be 8th from an Arsenal fan. Welsh Ring says, are you watching the Welsh Derby Friday, Key? I'm doing everything I can not to watch. Whoa, I've just seen Soberslai's got cornrows. Where's that come from? I didn't even see that. It just threw me. Sounds like a skill issue to me. Welsh Wing says, to be fair, that was down to Klopp and Guardiola's style of play that no one else could match. And Foxy, I honestly think a lot of neutrals liked Arsenal in Wenger's days. I certainly did, yeah. The way they played and won titles, it's really when the social media started. Main character syndrome that fan base has is unbearable. Now it's a goal for Everton, and now it's 2-0. Keenan Dewsbury Hall puts them in front. Yeah, there you go. Penalty to Barca. That's 2-0. Is that going to be 2-0 Barca? Ooh, now that might just put the cat amongst the pigeons in the Copa del Rey. If Barcelona can somehow make it 2-0 on half-time, they'll have 2 goals to get in the second half to level things up. That'll be a big, big moment in that game. Salah plays it back to Konate. It's so poor, this from Mo Salah. Just safe all the time. Will says, Key, on United's current form, do you think when we play Liverpool this will be the most unpredictable Northwest derby in a while? I mean, listen, form goes out the window in those games. Liverpool played United umpteen times when you were at your absolute best and we were god-awful in the late 90s, the early noughties, and we used to get wins over you. And I mean, to be honest, you've not beat us. Yeah, to be honest, the FA Cup game was a prime. We were probably at our best, and we were 3-1 up and cruising, and you ended up beating us 4-3. So, form goes out the window in derbies. Scott says 50% of Palace goals have come from set pieces. Why does no one mention this? I think because everyone expects Palace to score from set pieces. They're that sort of a team. Barcelona now 2-0 up. Yep. Rafinha scored the penalty. Big moment, that. Chapo, Liverpool worst defending champs ever. I think, yeah, if you've only watched football for about 2 or 3 years, I imagine that is the case, yeah. You would imagine we are the worst defending champs ever if you've only watched footy for a couple of years. If you watch footy before COVID, if you're old enough to... Probably near your bedtime now, to be fair. But if you're old enough to have watched footy before COVID, then no, Liverpool are nowhere near the worst defending champs. Government name unknown says need to sub off Salah and bring on Cristi Rio Engo Messi. Daddy O says I'm going easily on the United-Liverpool game. Early on the Liverpool-United game, we'll finish 1-1, both goals from corners. Chris says, United used to beat you in the 80s. It's true, yeah. I remember we used to have the upper hand on United quite a lot in games where United were at their absolute best under Fergie. Danny Murphy used to score against United every year. We weren't winning very much around that time, but yeah, sometimes it just happens that way. United beat us at Anfield twice in 10 years. You know, this season under Ruben Amorim and 10 years ago when Wayne Rooney scored I think it was Klopp's first game against United. Both of them, United haven't been at their best. Lewis, I've only just got back into football again. Used to go every month. I hate where football is right now. There's a lot of people saying that, mate, yeah. A lot of people saying they're a bit frustrated with it. Szoboszlai with a free kick, ball in, header. It's gone out for a corner, surely. No, goal kick. Bar steward. I am Kroot. Gravenberch is worrying me at the minute. Could easily get sent off. I think he'll be okay. Leeds have scored 1-0 against Sunderland. Leeds 1-0 up. That's a big moment for Leeds. That probably does make it. But imagine that makes them safe, or thereabouts. I can't see Leeds going down now if they were to beat Sunderland tonight. Where does that take them? 34. That takes them 9 points clear of West Ham. West Ham to play Fulham away tomorrow. 9 points might just be insurmountable. 34 points with 9 to play. 34 points on the board. They only really need to get another 6 or so, and you would imagine that's them safe, because I don't think 40 points is what takes a team down. West Ham, that's a huge game for West Ham tomorrow. Huge game for West Ham tomorrow. Nathan, VAR has ruined football. I mean, I think we should use VAR more. I just think it needs to be used better. I've no problem with VAR. It's just cameras. You know, I don't think there's any issues with using it. It just needs to be better used, doesn't it? Here's Gakpo, stood up far post, claim for the handball. It's definitely a corner. Corner. Leeds goal's been ruled out, is it? Offside. Potential VAR in the Leeds game. It has been chalked off. 0-0. 0-0. Nick says, watched every single game this season, just not watched properly for a couple of years. Here we go. Corner to Liverpool. Ball whipped in. Too easy. That's so poor, that from Szoboszlai. Got to do better. That's horrendous. 92 says, what's your prediction for Spurs on Thursday? I think 2-1. 2-1 Spurs. Yeah, 2-1 Spurs. Daddy O says, I think refs are too reliant on it and it became sloppy. Look at the crazy mistakes that happened in the FA Cup when they couldn't fall back on it. But do you know what, though? Like, do you not think referees deserve a little bit more sympathy? It feels like they're the most hated people in the game, and it's the hardest job. It is literally the hardest job. They have to do it, and they have to like get it right in a split second, and 99% of the time they do. But the 1%, that one time that they get it wrong, it's usually like a big moment. It causes a goal, and they get pelters for it. Can't be perfect. It's, you know, we're humans. We make mistakes. Daniel says, let's just say Slot leaves in the summer. Who would you want, Key? Can't even think about it. I genuinely can't even think about that. I don't even want to think about it. Madhouse says, do you see an AI ref or robot in the future? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. To be honest, we've already got a little bit of that, haven't we? We've already got semi-automated offsides in the Champions League. There will be in the World Cup again. So we've already kind of got robotics involved. Might well be. Faster decisions. Maybe you'd get faster decisions that way. Daddy O says they knew what they were getting into. I accept human error in a live situation. And 92FC says the Toon review said 35 is too young to be a top flight ref. Why? What does age have to do with it? As a referee, obviously. Christ, don't quote me that. You know what I mean? But what does age have to do with being a referee? I think if you're a good referee at 25, you can be a referee in the Prem. Why not? If you've done your time in the lower leagues and you've run the line and you've done all the hard yards, then why not? Van Dijk over to Canate. About a minute or so to half time here. Salah Come on, Mo, we need something from you, lad. Give us anything. No, just playing it back. That's how I know Mo Salah's it's a confidence issue. Look at that. Mo Salah had his full-back square then and didn't even go at him. He's honestly, there's a real confidence issue there with Mo Salah. It's confidence. It's nothing else. Gakpo. Good play, Cody. Well done. Pen for Sunderland. Ooh, potential penalty for Sunderland, I'm hearing. Joe says, Liverpool's last 2 corners have been so bad. It's going to be a corner. There you go. Liverpool's corner again. Oh, he's not given a foul on that keeper, has he? Jesus Christ, ref. Never a pen. Penalty to Sunderland. Welshwing says, can you see AI teams in the future? What's GPT Salah doing there? 500 new codes per week and he's gone to shit. Yeah. Credit to Wolves, we can't break them down. They're doing all right, aren't they? Yeah, so far it's been quite good. 2 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half. Then we'll be doing our half-time quiz. Half-time quiz coming up. Come on, Everton, says Dennis. Everton 2-0 to the good against Burnley and flying. 1-0 Sunderland now, Welshwing. That's a big goal for Sunderland. Yep, Sunderland in front at Ellen Road. That is massive for them. Diarra scored it. And now, all of a sudden, 6-point swing. Sunderland go back to within 4 points of Europe. And Leeds are now back to just 6 points from safety. And if West Ham were to win, tomorrow, then they're down to 4 points. So again, Leeds not out of it. If West Ham was to somehow pick up a win against Fulham tomorrow, and it's certainly not beyond the realms of possibility, then Leeds are dragged right back into it. Nick says, what's the FA Cup score tonight? Still 0-0 between Port Vale and Bristol. Who do they play? Winners of Port Vale Bristol. Who are they playing? Is it Sunderland? Port Vale Bristol play Sunderland. Welsh Ring says, Key, have you got a quiz for half time or shall I? I've got one, but we might be able to squeeze 2 in. I think mine will be over and done with quite quickly, to be honest, mate. So, if you've got one, that'd be wonderful, but no pressure. No wonder we have no refs in international games. And Reece's standard of refereeing in the Prem has to be the worst. It is so bad, isn't it? Will says, I think the major issue with VAR is the time it takes to make a decision. Yeah, that's my issue with it. I wouldn't have a problem, really, if it got some things right and some things wrong. But it gets a lot of things wrong, and it takes like 6 minutes every decision. It's so ridiculous. So there you go. 0-0 half-time. Wolves 0, Liverpool 0. Still, let's put... should put Leeds on. Should put Leeds or Bournemouth on. Put Leeds on, maybe. Yeah, Leeds and Sunderland. See if we can see a breakthrough in the Brentford game, actually. Bournemouth-Brentford, here we go. It's 0-0 currently. Let's see if we can get a Bournemouth-Brentford breakthrough goal. So I've got that one on. Julius, have you seen the new Premier League ball? I haven't. No. I've seen the World Cup ball. Right, half-time. There you go. Right, Gamer Guru says, come on, Bristol City. Half-time. Right, half-time quiz. Here we go. Half-time quiz. Get your answers in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Half-time quiz. Can you tell me the top 20 English goal scorers in the Premier League for Liverpool? Top 20 English Premier League goal scorers for Liverpool. Question 1, answer Kenny Dalglish. Not quite. Not quite. Government name unknown. I feel like we need prime Isak. I think even half fit Isak would do tonight, to be honest. Lee Sharp. Michael Owen, I don't even know yet. Michael Owen's correct. Michael Owen is 3rd. Stan Collymore, says Daddy-O. Stan Collymore is 9th. Good answer. Stevie Gerrard, Sarah, and Julius, and real life, Stevie Gerrard is 2nd. Robbie Fowler, Sarah, yeah, Robbie Fowler's number 1. There you go, you've got the top 3. Peter Crouch, says Daddy-O. Peter Crouch is 12th. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So far, you've got Fowler, Gerrard, Owen, Collymore, and Crouch. Sturridge, says Reese. Yeah, Daniel Sturridge is 4th, believe it or not. Daniel Sturridge. What a Bruce says, I think we've been quite flat tonight, really lacking any creativity. Clarkey says, Andy Carroll. Believe it or not, Andy Carroll is not in the list. I thought that was a bizarre one, to be honest. I thought Andy Carroll would be in there. But no, Andy Carroll does not make the list. Yeah, Premier League era only. Premier League era only. James Milner is right. He's 13th. Good answer. Barnes, says Charles McAvery. Yeah, Barnesy is 11th. Good answer. Heskey. Good answer, Ryan Lamb. Heskey is 6th. Who else? Ian Rush is Welsh, Wally. You've got Heskey. You've got Barnes. Henderson, Ryan. Yeah, Jordan Henderson is 8th. Good answer. Keep them coming. Trent, says Joe. Trent is 16th. Well done. Surely Declan Rice makes it here. Michael Owen, you've got Fowler, Gerrard, Owen, Sturridge, Heskey, Henderson, Collymore, Barnes, Crouch, Milner, and Trent. They're the ones you've got so far. You're still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. You've got 12 out of 20 so far. 12 out of 20. Kitty says, do you still think Sesko's a bad signing? What do you mean, do I still think Sesko's a bad signing? I've never said he was a bad signing. I've actually been one of Sesko's staunchest defenders throughout the season. Even when he was pretty dreadful, not really getting many chances at the start. I said you need to give him time. I was one of his defenders, even as a Liverpool fan. Bournemouth in the box, big chance here. Must score. Great goal, if that counts. I think he's offside, but if that counts... Oh, he is, he's off. He's off. He's offside. Evan Nilsson, that was absolutely wonderful footwork. Prime. Bobby Firmino. Kay Jones, he says Redknapp, yes. Not Harry Redknapp, Jamie Redknapp is correct. Not Stuart Downing, no. Raheem Sterling, goal gunner. Yeah, Raheem Sterling is 15th. Not Carragher. Daddy-O says Ince. Yeah, Paul Ince is 17th, believe it or not. McManaman, Dan. Well done, Dan. McManaman is 5th. Good answer. Van Dijk is not English. John Eldridge is Irish. Willard Shappy says Liverpool will win this game. Yes, they will, Willard. Lallana Jonesy. Good answer. Lallana is 14th. Well done. Still 4 left to get. 4 more to go. Trying to see if anyone else has said them. Salah, Downing, Redknapp, Sterling, Stevie, Maka, Sterling, Raheem, Trent, Henderson, Milner, Ronnie Rosenthal, he was Israeli. Maka, Sturridge we've already got. Yeah, not Roger Hunt. We're only talking Premier League only. Dominic Solanke, no. Not Danny Ings. Not Ricky Lambert, no. Not Joe Cole. Not Nathaniel Klein. Not Ricky Lambert. Kitty says, my bad, I remember a few months ago after the Burnley game you said something I could have sworn it was you not thinking he's good enough, but do you think Carrick should get the job for United? I want Carrick to get the job for United because I think it'll be a mistake for him to get it. I think it'll be the same sort of thing as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so I'm rooting for him. I'm hoping he does get it because I think you'll be in this exact position again in 12 months' time. Where are we up to? Neil Warnock. Not Neil Warnock, no. Oxlade Chamberlain, Rasta. Well done. There you go. Ex-Arsenal. Oxlade Chamberlain. Good answer. Not Stuart Downing, no. There's one that not a lot of people have said, to be fair. Not Michael Thomas, no. Not Dominic Solanke. Not Glenn Johnson. Neil Ruddock is right, though, Clarkey, bizarrely. Yeah, Neil Ruddock's right. Still 2 more left to get. 2 more left to get. So we're doing the top 20 English Premier League goal scorers for Liverpool FC. That's the quiz, the halftime quiz. We've got so far Neil Ruddock, Oxlade Chamberlain, Paul Ince, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Raheem Sterling, Adam Lallana, James Milner, Peter Crouch, John Barnes, Stan Collymore, Jordan Henderson, Jamie Redknapp, Emile Heskey. And then the top 5 is Steve McManaman, Daniel Sturridge, Michael Owen, Stevie Gerrard, and Robbie Fowler. Not Neil Mellor. Not Coutinho. No. Still 2 more to get. One of them, not Mark Wright, one of them left Liverpool in the mid-90s. He was at Liverpool for a few years, played nearly 100 games. He was at Liverpool for a good while, and he left Liverpool in kind of the mid-90s. And another player went on to play for 3 other Premier League clubs. He played for Liverpool first, and he went on to play for 3 other Premier League clubs. Not John Joe Shelby, but I like the way you're thinking. Sheringham never played for Liverpool. Beardsley, no. Not Beardsley. Not Curtis Jones, no. Crouch is in there. Not Jermaine Pennant. Yeah, Razor's on there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. K. Jonesy, is it for Liverpool or just played for Liverpool? It is for Liverpool. Like, they've scored these goals while playing for Liverpool. We've got Paul Ince, not Steve Nicol, no. Danny Murphy, Ryan Lamb. There you go. Danny Murphy went on to play for Charlton, Spurs, and Fulham, didn't he? That was it. Did he play for anyone else, Danny Murphy? I don't know why I've got a weird feeling he played for Blackburn, but I don't think he did. I'm sure he finished at Fulham, didn't he? So there you go. Yeah, Danny Murphy. And the last one that you've not got, because I think Welshwing will do another quiz maybe if there's time. Jonathan Walters was the final one. He was number 19. So there you go. That is the top 20 Liverpool English goal scorers in Premier League history. Number 20, Neil Ruddock. Number 19, Jonathan Walters. Number 18, Oxlade-Chamberlain. 17, Paul Ince. 16, Trent Alexander-Arnold. 15, Raheem Sterling. 14, Lallana. 13, Milner. 12th is Crouch. 11th is Barnes. 10th is Murphy, 9th is Collymore, 8th is Henderson, 7th is Redknapp, 6th is Heskey, 5th Steve McManaman, 4th Daniel Sturridge, 3rd Michael Owen, 2nd Stevie Gerrard, and 1st is my hero, Robbie Fowler. Did I say Jonathan Walters? I meant Michael Walters. Did I say Jonathan? I didn't mean Jonathan Walters. Jonathan Walters. Yeah, not Jonathan Walters. Mark Walters, not even Michael Walters. Mark Walters, sweet lord. Mark Walters. Michael Walters, where the pissing hell did that come from? Doubt yourself and read. That's because I read the same answers out 20 times. Joe says Jonathan Walters played for Stoke. Yeah, no, it's not Jonathan Walters. It was Mark Walters. I apologise. I just wrote down M. Walters, and for some reason my mind went to Michael Walters. Welshwing says there are only 5 players that have played for both Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. Right, Gundogan is one. Did Lewandowski play for Pep? No, he didn't play for Pep, did he, at Bayern? It's got to be some crossover with Bayern and... Oh, it's going to be Bayern and Dortmund, isn't it? Like Hummel, not... Would it be Hummels? Lee Sharp. Ilkay Gundogan's definitely one. Thiago. Would Thiago have played? I don't think Thiago would have done, would he? Sterling. No, Sterling had gone, hadn't he? Sterling had left. Sterling had left by the time Klopp came in. Lewandowski did. I don't know, you know. Lewandowski, okay, Lewandowski did. Well done. James Milner, of course, yeah, Millie. How did we get that? Millie, Gundogan, Lewandowski. Eh? Milner didn't play for him. Oh, he didn't. No, he didn't. Of course he didn't. Milner didn't play for him. Oh. Bloody hell. Okay. Sancho. No, I don't think Sancho would have done. Rodri didn't. Goethe. Brandon Murray, how are we, my mate? I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you? Thiago. Would Thiago have done? Thiago for Bayern? Possibly. That would make sense. He said Thiago. Oh, Thiago is one. Okay, so Lever, Gundogan, Thiago. Sorry, apologies, I missed that one. Okay. Sancho, Goetze as well. Okay, Goetze, Gundogan, Lewandowski, and Thiago. So there's the 4. Still one more. Haaland? No, Haaland hadn't signed for Klopp at Dortmund. Gamer Guru, is this another Welsh wing quiz? It is indeed, yeah. It's one of the classic Welsh wing quizzes. So we've got Goetze, Thiago, Lewandowski, Gundogan. One more left to get. One more that played. Hummels says it's Luke. Hummels. Shaqiri. Shaqiri's an interesting one. I bet maybe Shaqiri did. Shaqiri might have played under him. What about Shaqiri? Gamer Guru says, absolute quiz master you are, Welsh. Got some cracking quiz questions. Yeah, he's so good, isn't he, Welshwing? Yeah. I'd hate to be the guy who has to compete with him on quizzes. What are you trying to say anyway? My quizzes are alright-ish. They're not quite this calibre. Shaqiri, that was a shout from TikTok, but it does seem to make a bit of sense. Not Hummels. That was one of my shouts. We've got Goetze, Jonesy. We've got Goetze, Thiago, Lewandowski and Gundogan. Hey, it is Shaqiri. Yeah, that's a good question, that. 5 players who have played under Pep and Klopp. Gundogan, Lewandowski, Thiago, Goetze and Shaqiri. Like that. That's a great question. And a great set of answers. Well done to the Premier League dad community. You did well there. And we're now over to the second half. Sorry, all the players are coming back out on the pitch. Curtis Jones about to enter the fray, and I think it's maybe going to be for Ryan Gravenberch, isn't it? Ryan Gravenberch on a booking, almost certainly going to come off here. Dennis, as much as I can't stand Liverpool, this is actually a nice half-time session. What do you mean a nice half-time session? Do you mean as in here, the quiz and this fun thing, or are you just talking about something else? We do this every day, mate. This is what we do. Half-time quizzes, pre-game quizzes. We watch a game together. And just generally chat footy. Great quiz. Thanks a lot, Welshwing. Fantastic. Yeah, love it. Foxy says most goals for Dortmund under Klopp. Barrios, I'm guessing the question. No. It's players who've played for both Pep and Klopp. It's only 5. Gravenberch coming off for Curtis Jones, apparently. Yeah, it looks like it. Ipswich 1-0. Re7 says cool quizzes. Kwan says Emre Can. Emre Can didn't play for Pep, did he? I don't think. Certainly played for Klopp, but not for Pep. Grav hooked because he's on a card. I would imagine so. Maybe he looks at him and think, well, you know, Wolves are hurting us on transition with Matthias Mane. They are springing forward quite well. So, yeah, Gravenberch, he's maybe liable to getting caught. So there you go. We're off for the second half. Here we go. Come on, Liverpool. Big second half needed. Very, very big second half needed. We've got to get a goal. Got to get in front. Really, really important that Liverpool do. Daddy-O says, the thing I hate about all this was I was only popping in for 5 minutes to say hello. It's been 2 hours. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I'm glad. Listen, we love having you in, mate. It's good to chat. I really appreciate you coming in, and it's good fun. Enjoy chatting with you. Barca only need 2 more goals, and Nathan says Rio needed ASAP. We can't keep leaning on Rio. You've got to get the job done, and we've got the players out there to do it. Ekatike can't keep dropping so deep. We need Ekatike to hold his position. Look at where he is now. He's far too wide and too deep. There's nobody in the middle. Got to get you forward. You're no good there, mate. You're no good outside the box. We need you in the middle. This is why Isak is such a big miss for us. Great play this from Curtis. Down to Salah. Salah Can't quite get the ball in, and it's poor from Salah in the end. Kadir says Mane is going to a big club in the summer. 100% he is, yeah. Juicy, how long have you been on YouTube for, Key? Found you from fan reactions. 12 months, mate. Not very long. Yeah, just over 12, not even just over 12 months. I only really started doing watchalongs like sort of February time last year. So probably only about 12 months. Yeah. Well, good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. That's often how people find me, is on fan reactions, and then they come in and they stick around and find that actually it's quite a nice community here. We've got a lot of nice people in. A lot of Arsenal fans who came in originally to hate and troll and then stuck around because it was nice. There's a lot of good people here. Hopefully I'm one of them. But the people in the chat really do make the place. It's a wonderful place. Really, really nice chat. And everyone says good night to each other. Everyone knows each other. We've got a lot of regulars in who support lots of different clubs. And yeah, that's what makes Premier League Dad as far as I'm concerned. And love watching. I'm very lucky to watch lots of games of footy with you. Lovely, lovely people. Over to the right-hand side. Here's Salah. Good ball in. Ekatike. Oh, hey, good miss. Well done. Gakpo. Stood up to the far post. A bit too easy, that. Keeper comes out and pushes it wide. Kanate recovers it. It's Luke says, Salah drop-off this season is unbelievable. Don't think anyone saw such a dramatic change. I actually think he did all right first half of the season. Like, he wasn't at his best. He obviously wasn't at his best, and I think that was to be expected with no Trent. But the big drop-off happened around the Leeds game. Since AFCON and the Leeds game, he's been so far away from the player that we fell in love with. Like, he is so far away. The early part of the season, there was a big part, I think up to about the AFCON starting, I'm sure. About the start of December, if you look back at the stats, you'll see this. Salah basically had similar numbers to Brian and Burmo at Man United. And on the one hand, people were saying, oh, what a player, what a signing he's been, Brian and Burmo. Fabulous player. And Mo Salah basically had the same numbers. And you looked and thought, well, that doesn't really stand up. That doesn't seem fair. Salah's getting all this criticism. Yeah, it's not his best season, but he's still doing about as well as the other fella at United. Who's getting all this praise. And that was up to about the start of December. I think it was around then that it obviously changed. He went to the AFCON. He had the big fallout with the club over Leeds, and he's just never been the same since. Frimpong. Oh, claim for the handball. Massive claim for the handball. Oh, I tell you what. He lent into this. I think this is a pen. I think this is a penalty, and he looks sheepish as well. He looks very, very sheepish. Watch this. Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe not. Nah, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you'd be given a penalty for that. I don't think that's a penalty. I mean, he does throw his arm into it, but I don't think you're getting a penalty for that. It's definitely worth a claim, but not a penalty for me. Creed says, Key is a ledge when you get to know him. That's such a backhanded compliment, that. He's such a shit house. He's a nice guy. You just have to spend about 4 weeks watching him. Chance! Oh, have you kept that out? Oh my God, how's that stayed out? Oh my God, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous that is not in the net. Oh my God. How has that not gone in? I thought the ref had blown up. It looked like everyone had stopped. It was a wonderful flick on at the near post. It went to the far post and it just looked like it was waiting to be tapped in. How's that stayed out? I can't believe that stayed out. Dennis, a set-piece coach, should be sacked. He has been. We have sacked our set-piece coach. He's already been sacked this season. Rasta says 12 minutes stoppage time in the Leeds v Sunderland game. Yes, Sunderland still 1-0 up. 92FC says, why do you think Elanga is not performing? I mean, look at Newcastle in general. Is there anyone really there that's been performing? Oh, that's a free kick. Kirkes has been kicked in the head there by Mane. It's not going to be a yellow card, but he definitely got a kick in the head. Government name unknown, so that's why they keep doing corners near post. Ekatike can flick it back to the players behind him. It nearly worked too. Yeah, very, very nearly. How does that stay out? Oh, it's a great bit of defending. Who is it who knocks that off the line? Oh, and then it hits the crossbar. Let's watch this back. Hang on. Oh, Curtis Jones with a chest at the far post. That's so unlucky. That is so, so unlucky. Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0. I told you. I told you that was going to be I'm so glad. I wish I'd have put a stalemate on that one. I was so, so close to saying 0-0. Here we go, Liverpool back out to the edge. Curtis Jones strike. Back out to Ekatike, is it? No, Sobersley. Legend FK says, who's replacing Salah? We can't keep him like this. He's awful. I don't think anyone's replacing Salah, mate. I think he's staying here for next season and he'll leave on a free. There's no way Mo Salah is going anywhere with the money that he's on. Not a chance. I didn't even know Jones was playing. He's only just come on at half-time. We've just brought him on. It's all going to be Liverpool now. There's 40 minutes left of the half, and it is literally Liverpool attack v defence. Attack v defence. We've got to go and kill this off. Frimpong over to Salah. Salah, great touch by Ekatike. Into Salah, good run. Go on, Mo. Oh, unlucky, great play. Wolves did well there, good defending. It's Luke says, is that unlucky or a terrible miss? Swings and roundabout. I don't know. It kind of came up off Curtis Jones' chest. I think he would have had to maybe use his hand to push it in. Will says, Key, first time watching your watch along. Normally can't listen to Liverpool YouTubers being a United fan, but it's actually been a good crack, lad. Oh, do you know what, Will? Honestly, I can't tell you how much that sort of comment means. I really do appreciate it, mate. It's very kind of you. I love to hear that I'm not detested. I'm not detested. So yeah, no, it's good. I appreciate that. Thanks, mate. Stick around. Come back. I really appreciate you coming in and having the conversation. We watch every single day. We have a game on every single day. And if you love football as much as us, and you love a quiz and a chat and a natter about all sorts of things. To be honest, if the game's crap as well, sometimes when it's been a bit naff, we've just veered off onto other subjects, and we'll do like, what was it we did the other day in the Everton game? It was Everton 0, Man United 0. And we started doing a current Man United side, right? Current Man United 11 versus an all-time David Moyes Everton 11, combined 11. What would it be? If you had to pick between the current Man United 11 and, like, you know, your players like Cahill, Baines, Coleman, players like that, like we basically wrote down an all-time Everton 11 and worked through that. That was quite good. We have a laugh, especially when it's a bit dour. Only the Arsenal fans get super triggered by you. I don't know, the United fans have the moments, and Everton fans seem to like me more than Liverpool fans, to be fair. Frimpong, it's going to be a corner, is it? Fair, we've got quite a lot of Liverpool fans in as well. Just Everton fans we've got a lot more of, I would say. Mark says, don't worry, Key. Where are we looking? Sorry. Don't worry, Key. No doubt you'll score from a corner. I'll take it. We've got a corner here now. Another corner. You can have a Wanyeri for 85 million plus add-ons if you like. Oh, sweet lord. Cleared away. Stan Mitch says, hope you're all good, bro. And Timmy says, Leighton Baines and Coleman defo start. I said that as well. I said they'd have Baines and Coleman, and if it was a choice between Lamans and Nigel Martin, I would have Nigel Martin every day of the week. So Nigel Martin, I'm almost certain we had the entire Everton back four. Jagielka and Distan went in there. Maybe Lissandro Martinez, I can't remember. Bruno Fernandes makes that list for me. Yeah, Fernandes as well. I think we did put Fernandes in. Daddy-O, I question if half the Arsenal fans that come in here are actual Arsenal fans. Hey, listen, everyone's entitled to their view. I just look at it. They come in, they get it out the system, and they fly by. It's all good. It's all good. It's only a bit of banter. I don't take it to heart. Hopefully they don't. Was Martin there under Moyes? Yeah, he was the keeper before Tim Howard, wasn't he? Fabulous keeper. What a ball in. Oh, Frimpong. What a ball in that was. So unlucky. Gakpo, far post. Very nearly. Legend FK says, pardon the spelling, I'm too tired to cur. I didn't even notice the spelling, mate. Fair play. I didn't even spot it. Chimey, your own clubmates hate you. Time to come back home to United, Key. I will not be a United fan. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Even if there's a fire. Timmy, I'm an Arsenal fan, Key. I just like Key's banter. And government name unknown says Frimpong's doing all right, actually making chances. Frimpong's a big, big player for us. He's been really important. We've missed that pace and that width down the right-hand side. It's so important to have a player who can stretch teams. Everton Burnley has finished 2-0. So 2-0 Everton. They are in dreamland. Bournemouth 0, Brentford 0, and Leeds 0, Sunderland 1. That one's finished. Legend FK says we miss Wirtz here, definitely. Our most important player. I keep saying it. Everyone's been saying Szoboszlai, but honestly, for the last 3 months, Florian Wirtz, comfortably our best player. Rasta, Everton 1. Yeah, just spotted it, mate. 2-0. Good result for Everton, that. Back-to-back wins. They'll start to believe Europe's on the cards. This is where I like it, though, because Everton get all excited. Frimpong, they get all excited, and then we dash it in the derby. Oh, Salah, that's a free kick to Wolves. That's poor. Everton have recently been excellent. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a mixed bag for Everton at home. And winning at home, this is the first win at home they've had in about 2.5, 3 months. It's a long way going back. Daddy-O says they don't represent you though. It's most of the reason we're currently hated. And Will says I'm taking Casemiro and Mainu over Lee Carsley and Osman. Well, hang on a minute. It would be Casemiro and Mainu versus Arteta. It would be Arteta and maybe Cahill, wouldn't it? Or Arteta and Fellaini. Probably Arteta and Fellaini. I think Arteta Fellaini would be probably better than Casemiro and Mainu. Arteta, definitely. And then you've got to say, well, Cunha or Cahill. Tim Cahill's getting in there, isn't he? And Burmo or Morales. Yakubu. I don't know. Arteta had some crazy shots back in his time. Cracking player. Better player than he was a manager, anyway. It's Luke says Everton are only 6 off Liverpool as things stand. Yeah, well, we'll make that 8 in a minute. We'll make that 8 with a little cheeky winner. R77, what is your opinion on Salah's downfall? I think it's ego. I think his ego's bruised. His confidence has been knocked. I don't think it's anything to do with his legs have gone or he's not that player anymore. I still think there's a real player and a world-class player with Mo Salah. I just think his time at Liverpool is over. But he will still stay at the club because there's nobody else will take him on that money. Over to Salah here. Big chance. Gets the pass all wrong yet again. Legend FK says, Key, do we still think Liverpool finish above United this season? I don't. Why? Why don't you? Why don't you think we finish above United? If we win tonight, it's 7 wins in our last 8, mate. And United are on this decent run themselves, but let's be honest, they've not been that impressive. But they're getting results, we're getting results. We play them at Old Trafford, they've still got to go to Chelsea, they've got to play Newcastle and Aston Villa in their next 2. It's about to get a lot more difficult for United. If they win, listen, if they start picking up big points in those games, then maybe I'll start to think differently, but no, I don't think so. I think we'll finish ahead of United. But I'm not that bothered anyway. At the end of the day, even if they finish 4th and we finish 3rd, or they finish 3rd and we finish 5th, it's Champions League footy. There's no difference. Don't make any difference. 92 says if this ends in a draw, Anfield agenda will blow his top. Yeah, well, he can blow his top. Dario says Arteta was fairly mid as a player. He was a squad player, really. Maybe at Arsenal. That was the end of his career, wasn't it, at Arsenal? At Everton, he was a very good player. Very tidy player. Ryan says, did Lee Carsley manage England, Key? He did, yes. LTN Fusion, are you a Wolves fan? No. Liverpool fan. Gamer Guru, Arteta is miles above as a manager compared to as a player. His highest run in Arsenal is as a manager, not a player, and Pep had him as his right-hand man for a reason. No, he was better as a player. He was definitely better as a player. You can't spend £1 billion, win nothing, and then do what he did at Everton. He's a legend at Everton. He was a fabulous player. Came through Barca, did really well at PSG. He's a good player. Even well liked at Rangers. I'd say he's a better player than he was a manager. Great tackle from Kanate. Wonderful defending from Kanate. Give that man his money. Give him his money. What is that, Mo Salah? Come on. Oh, Alexis McAllister. Absolutely shocking. Gives the ball away. Get up, Alexis. Get up. Shocking. Wolves now. Get it away. Don't mess around. Don't mess around with it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get it away. Well done, Cody. Go on. Over to Ekatiki. Great ball. Yes, Hugo. Go on, lad. You've got him. Skin him. Come on. Get in the area. Go on, lad. Yes. Chance. Oh. No. So unlucky. Good play that by Ekatiki. Really good. Kanate is doing well. Gamer Guru is very mid as a player, in my opinion. Had his moments, but nothing crazy. Spark says, key. If only Liverpool had a key to unlock this Wolves defence. Listen, takes time. Takes time. They're a very, very good side at the minute. And very stubborn. Get up, McAllister, you drama queen. He is a drama queen. Oh, come on. Right, we've got 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left. It's been a difficult watch, but I think we were all expecting that tonight. It was always likely to be a tough and frustrating night for Liverpool. It's basically attack v defence. Wolves are content with a point. They're not even trying to score. They're sitting back and just taking everything we can throw at them. It's going to be a really, really difficult game. But if we can nick one, it's game over. But listen, I'm live tomorrow. Just as a heads up for those who are lurking in the chat, for those who are watching, Rio Engamoa is coming on. Andy Robertson coming on. Andy Robertson for Milos Kerkez and Cody Gakpo off for Rio Engamoa. Big moment for Rio. 30 minutes away at Wolves. Come on, Rio. This is what we wanted to see. Here we go. Rio Engamoa. Big moment for the lad. Love to see it. Yeah, listen, if you've been lurking in the chat, if you're new around here, make sure you've hit the like button, make sure you've subscribed. We're live every single day. We're live tomorrow again. Fucking hell, first thing Rio does is give the ball away. We're live tomorrow again for Manchester United away at Newcastle, 8:15 kickoff. I'll be live at 7. So again, we're going to do one of the early games, first halves. Maybe Villa. Should we do Villa against Chelsea? We'll do Villa against Chelsea tomorrow, first half, and then we'll switch over to United away at Newcastle. Come on, Newcastle. Live again on Thursday. Tottenham against Crystal Palace. Rio wins a corner. Well done. Live on Thursday, we're doing Tottenham Crystal Palace, and then Friday, back to Molineux again for the rematch. Wolves against Liverpool in the FA Cup. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll want to watch it again with us. We do quizzes every day as well. Enjoy. Ball played short. Here's McAllister. Back to Somersley. Back to Maka. Don't hit it. Over to Mo. Salah. 2 points for Wigan. Jesus Christ. Take a touch. Oh. It's just unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Should have put Rio in right wing and let Gakpo stay left. I think he's just trying to keep Salah on and give him an opportunity to play through this bad form. Will, should try and play like Arsenal and you might get a win, son. Yeah. How did Arsenal get on at Wolves? Julia says Atletico Madrid are bottling it. What score is it? Is it still 2-0? Top bloke here, such a boring game, falling asleep here. Here we go, over to the right-hand side. Come on, Frimpong. Come on. Get it to Mo. At some point, Mo, you've got to beat a man and do something. Gets it into the box. Great touch, great turn. Oh, lucky. And it's a throw into Wolves. That was brilliant play. Well done, Liverpool. 3-0 Barca. Barca are on the comeback trail against Atleti. It's a good turn, that, by Alexis McAllister. And a good bit of defending, it must be said, by Krejci. Well done. Barca are going to do it. Gamer Guru says, seeing his goals, he had a good shot on him, but he wasn't anything crazy, like I said. Noble Armo, what are we saying? Good lad, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Roman says the way he's playing now, a half-fit Max Darman is better than Salah. I'm not even sure I disagree with that, you know. Can't say I disagree. It's Luke. How many phones you got, Key? Like a street pharmacist with all your phones. Just 2. TikTok phone. Just general flash scores and update phone. That's it. And then that phone for actual, you know, recording on. Golazzo says ZNR. Atletico Madrid won't lose. Well, they will definitely lose, but whether or not they go through is another question. Legend FK says Arteta at Arsenal was not anything but average as a player. He has passion as a manager, though. Nostalgia Bunker. How are the bottle pool bottling this tie by drawing? What tie? It's not a tie. It's not a tie. The tie is on Friday. FA Cup Friday, mate. This isn't FA Cup. Salah's just hit Villa Park. Mo no more, says Dave Keating. Mate, Dave, I couldn't agree more, sir. He's not the same player, and unfortunately, it's just a really sad end to his Liverpool career. But I don't think he's going to... I still think we're going to see him at Liverpool next year. And it's quite an undignified end, really. For such a talented, wonderful legend of the club, I would have hoped that he might leave on a better note. But I think he'll be here again next year, and maybe to a degree outstay his welcome. Oh, wait. Well, there you go. Ipswich have won. Legend FK says Mo has been terrible. Dewsbury Hall would be much more welcome right now. Dennis, what's Salah's wages? Salah's wages, 400k a week, mate. And he's still got another year to go. And there's not a world where he gets sold to anywhere, to be honest. He's not going to go to Saudi. People need to get that out their head. He's not going to go to Saudi. We're not going to sell him. We're not going to be able to sell him. And he's not going to leave on a free. So he's here for another year. Another year. Okay, Wolves make another change. Gomez coming on, who scored against Villa late on the other day. Welshwing says, when Wolves win 1-0 with their only shot, I think you'll make history as the only team to lose by having one shot against you. Don't jinx it by saying that, for the love of God. Please don't jinx it. Kanate over to Van Dijk. Van Dijk over to the left for Robertson. Curtis. Curtis has looked like quite lively since coming on. I've got to give him his credit. At least he's tried to make things happen, and we need to see that sort of energy from Curtis Jones a lot more. Too often he's very passive, very pedestrian, quite slow, side to side, doesn't really break the lines enough. That's a great ball from Salah, and it's going to be a corner. That was better from Mo Salah. That's what we need from him. Little moments like that where he's just dropped the ball in, and Krejci with a wonderful bit of defending for Wolves. But it's a corner to Liverpool, 70th minute on the clock. Salah's going to take it. We need a good delivery because we've not had one all night. Every single corner Liverpool have had has been dreadful. Joe Gomez about to come on. Who for? Who's Gomez coming on for? This is a wonder. Frimpong. No. Oh, why are we taking Frimpong off? I know he's just come back from injury, but why? Oh, that's so frustrating. Joey Gomez coming on. What if Joey Gomez scores his first ever Liverpool goal off this corner? Table's getting flipped. The live might end if Joe Gomez scores off this. Ball whipped in. Punched away. Strike from Szoboszlai. Oh! Nearly a flick. Who was it who would have flicked it? Would it have been Joe Gomez as well? Might have been Joe Gomez here who would have got this flick. He was on. Oh, it would have been as well. Oh, as if. Joe Gomez nearly gets a flick to that. That would have been 1-0 Liverpool. And oh my God, we'd have... Yeah. I'd have been full on windmilling it. Looks like boring Liverpool need a set piece, perhaps. I think it might well be, yeah. Could well be. Brendan says Joe Gomez coming on to get a winner. And Jim says Arsenal got crucified for dropping points against these same Wolves. What happens if the same scenario happens today? Probably less criticism, I would imagine. Yeah, Jim. Mank says, can see this finishing 0-0. Wolves are defended very well and not let up in their pressing at all. They have done well, yeah. They have done well. Ian says, do you think Salah is washed up? If so, West Ham will take him. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. C. Wheatley says, Sunderland 4 points above the Mags. Mark, do you think Newcastle win? I certainly hope so. Dennis, another defender in. I think we've done that because Frimpong has literally only just come back in from injury. Come on, Mo. Give it to McAllister. Don't give it to McAllister. He's lost it again. Fucking hell. Legend FK says, in my childhood, Newcastle put 5 past United. Yeah. Philippe Albert. Oh, what a tackle. Well done. Wonderful play by Szoboszlai. Here's Salah. He gives it away. It's too easy, that. It's too easy. Far too easy. Blackgate says, in all fairness, I'm an Arsenal fan, and even I know Arsenal got more criticism because we're in a bloody title race and we messed up a 2-0 lead. Yeah, well, exactly. That's it. I think it's kind of reflective of where the two teams are. Arsenal are a better team with a bigger squad than Liverpool, and we're 2-0 in front, so inevitably they're going to get criticism more so than us. And plus, there's not really pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool lose tonight or draw. Well, if we draw, even if we lose, to be fair, we're still basically where I think this Liverpool side are. I think we are basically the 3rd or 4th best squad in the league. Thereabouts. I'm not, I don't think, I've not got any delusions of grandeur ahead of that. That's kind of where we are. We're nowhere near City and Arsenal. Here we go. Corner. Mo Salah to put the ball into the box, and the Wolves players down. What's going on there? Welshwing says, my Liverpool mate just texted me saying sell Salah in all caps. R77 says, Wolves are so confusing, bottom of the league, but every time I see them play, they ain't even bad. This is the really frustrating thing for Wolves fans, isn't it, mate? That they've just turned it on so late in the season. It's got to be so frustrating. Gamer Guru, Wolves have had a lot of bad luck this season. They ain't as bad as the table shows. I see people don't want to have the conversation about luck. Szoboszlai, poor Ekatike, can't quite get it away, and now Wolves on the counter-attack. But Szoboszlai just so fast, so strong. That's brilliant play. Here's Rio Wengamoa. Come on, Rio. Come on, Rio. Ekatike can't quite get it back to him. Mick, great win for the Mackhams. Yeah, is it 4 points now above the Newcastle, above the Mags? Blackgate, Szoboszlai would have scored if he didn't do that nonsense to his... I don't know what's going on with that. No idea what's going on with that. Dan says, spent $500 million in the summer, have a much higher water bill. Water bill? Not sure about water. Not sure how much the water bill is at Anfield. I imagine it's probably less than in London. Mank says, can see Salah going Turkey in the summer. They seem to be giving out big wages with the likes of Osimhen and Kante, and he still gets Champions League footy. But he wants to win things, doesn't he? He absolutely isn't going to go to anywhere that diminishes his career. And I don't think he goes to a Galatasaray or a Fenerbahce. I don't think he goes to a Saudi. I think the only world in which Salah leaves Liverpool is if he pays off his contract. That's literally it. I think he could come to an agreement with Liverpool that says, I will leave the Premier League. I will leave the Premier League. I will... you don't have to pay me for the remaining year of the contract, right? I will give you 20 million quid, let's say. Right? I'll give you 20 million quid out my own pocket. You release me on a free. The contract is mutually terminated. I pay you 20 million quid and you don't have to pay me for another year. I think Liverpool would be delighted with that deal. And I think Salah then could go, well, right, what I'll do is I'll go and negotiate heavily with like a Real Madrid or a Barca or a Bayern, you know, and a team that he could go and win a European Cup with and a league title with, and then that kind of adds to his career, his legacy. There's absolutely no way that in here, Wolves 1-0, it's coming here, come on Canati. Oh my God, they've actually scored. As if they've actually scored and it's him again. How have we thrown this away, for fuck's sake? This is, you called it, Welshwing actually called it. He literally called it. Wolves' only shot on goal and they're in front. I can't believe the absolute nonsense that we've just seen there. So poor. You could see it coming from an absolute mile off. Fucking hell. How's that happened? How has that happened? Oh, hey, and now you thought you was going to see defensive football before. You'll see defensive football now. Here we go. Gomez again, off the bench. He did it to Villa the other day. That's a shove in the back. What about that? That's a shove in the back. That's a shove in the back. I hope we're going to get a VAR on this. Are we going to get a VAR, sir? Little shove in the back. Oh, that's a shove in the back. That is a shove in the back, ref. That is a shove in the back. I tell you what, if his name was Gabriel, he'd get it. If his name was Gabriel, he'd get it, wouldn't he? Shove in the back. Telling you, if his name was Gabriel, 1,000,000%, that's a free kick. That's a shot. I can't believe he's not got that. He shoved him in the back. It's a wonderful finish. I mean, credit where it's due. It's a fabulous finish. But that is 1,000,000% a foul. It's never going to get given as a free kick. It's never going to get given as a free kick. But it is definitely a free kick. It is. It's a free kick every day of the week. Arsenal got it given against them the other day. No problem. But now it's Liverpool. VAR checking badge. Checking badge. There you go. Shocking. And now Liverpool, we're going to have to do it the hard way. Rio Ngamoa, go on lad. Into the area. Well done. Stands it up. Edge of the box. Come on, Mo. Far side for Rio. Oh, off the post! Sweet Lord. Oh, what a save from Jose Sa. Come on, it's not over. It's not over. Szoboszlai, back out to Salah. The game's sprung into life now. Curtis Jones, got to get the ball in. Corner, we'll take it. Come on. Still time. Still time. Here we go. Last 10 minutes. What a shot that was from Rio Ngamoa. And an unbelievable save, it has to be said. Absolutely sensational save. I can't believe that didn't get given. I cannot believe that the referee does not give the shove in the back. But then maybe we shouldn't be that surprised. Maybe it's not that surprising. Strike! Oh! Come on! Well done. That's not a foul, ref. Good lad. Come on, Mo. Give it off. Got to give it off. Curtis. Over to Robbo. It's out to Rio every single time. He's got the fullback on toast, the lad. Great ball in. Strike. Poor. Goal kick. Goal kick. 10 to go plus injury time. That's a wonderful save, that. That is an absolutely incredible save from Jose Sa. Fucking hell. at the state of that. 14 shots from Liverpool, 1 from Wolves. Fucking hell. 1. Literally 1. Literally 1. Ekatike. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref. Any chance? Nah, didn't think so. Didn't think so. Fucking hell. Fucking shocking this from this ref. This referee has been really bad tonight. I didn't know just how bad, but fucking hell. It's so bad. Here's Salah. Come on, Mo. Come on. Got to pick the right pass. Just keep hold of it. He loses it again. He's an expert in failure, the lad. Absolute specialist in giving the ball away, Mo Salah, recently. Don't think I've seen him keep the ball yet. He's been space jammed at the AFCON. The lad has been absolutely space jammed at the AFCON. Oh, come on. Yes. Go on. Big chance here, Mo. Big chance here. This is your moment. Yes, Mo Salah. Yes, Mo Salah. Get in there. Space jammed at the AFCON. No, he hasn't. You were wrong. Yes, Mo. That's the big moment we wanted for him. I'm so pleased it's him. Yes, Mo. Yes, Mo. Come on, baby. There's still time. There's still 10 minutes. And you all got ahead of yourselves. You got ahead of yourselves. I saw you flying in. Now you can just simmer down again. Simmer down. It's coming back. It's 2-1. Here we go. Come on, Mo. Wonderful bit of play. He absolutely cuts inside. And it's just a lovely little outside of the boot. Should Salah do better there? He's just pulled off a worldie 2 minutes ago. But now he's just been he's let his side down. He's let his side down. Yeah, buddy. 1-1. Here we go. We're back in it. We're back in it. Can we get a check on that, please, sir? Can we get a check on that, please, sir? Get in. Absolutely fantastic. Loved Mo Salah. Never doubted him for a minute. Never doubted him for a minute. All you lot, you should be ashamed of yourself for doubting him. Absolutely fantastic player. World class. Top quality. And here he is again. Go on, Mo. Oh, what a player. What a guy. He's got his mojo back. Mo's got his mojo back. Give it off. Oh, you dickhead. Why have you not... You had 3 either side. Oh, no. You had 3 either side, Mo. What are you doing? I could have found the right pass then. Oh, that was such a big moment in the game. Such a massive moment there. Mo Salah, 1-on-1. All he had to do was find the right pass and he fluffs it. Liverpool so unlucky yet again. So unlucky. Why didn't he pass to Hugo there? Hugo was the pass. Ekatike was the pass there. Anyone could see it. Corner to Wolves. Corner to Wolves. 5 to go plus injury time. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Keep him out. Well done. Cleared away. Rio Ingamoa now on the counter. This is where we are going to be dangerous. Got to get the pass released. Yes, Robbo. Unlucky. And that's better. Unlucky. Better. Much better. Wolves ball in. Chance. Yeah, no chance there. No chance. Here's Rio. Rio's just... The game's come alive with this young man. He's come alive. Here's Wolves driving forward. Keep him out. Strike. Miles over the bar. Miles over the bar. Government name unknown. What are we up to? Jabba says, come on, you Wolves. Oh, even the Everton fans are diving in. Even the Everton fans are giving us stick. Over to the right-hand side. Come on, Curtis. Speed it up, Liverpool. We've got 6 minutes, maybe. Once it gets to the 87, we might get 3 minutes of added on time. This referee's going to be a right little shitbag with all injury time. Here's Rio Engamoa. Come on, Rio. You've got this lad on top. He's terrified of you. He's absolutely terrified of you. Ekatike. Back to the edge. Gomez. Joey Gomez. Too heavy, the pass. Welsh wing, it's annoying when my own messages get swallowed up by 500 other Arsenal fans. I'm sorry, mate. I apologise. We've got a lot of nice Arsenal fans in. Here's Ekatike. Come on, Hugo. Well done. Gives it off to Mo. Good ball. Needs to be a good ball. Desperately needs a good ball. Super chat from Irish Whiskey. Yo, how's it going, mate? Cheers for the super chat. Here's Rio Engamoa. Oh, gives the ball away there. Come on, Rio. Got to do better there, lad. Got to do better. And now Wolves on the counter-attack, and they might pinch it. Christ. They might pinch it. Jesus, tonight. Keep them out. Keep them out. Oh, fucking hell. We can't lose it. We can't. Go on, get it away. Yes, Rio. Creed says, bloody hell, Key, what's going on? I wish I could give you an answer. I mean, the referee's just absolutely done us. That's a... Ref, this is ridiculous. That's a red. That's not even a yellow. That is a red. That is a red card for that Wolves player. That's multiple yellow cards, that. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's a red. That is a rugby tackle on the halfway line. Ekatike has just spun him. That is a professional foul. Get him sent off. The little rat bag. Get him sent off. Get him sent off. Clear red card. Must be. Gotta be a red card for that. It's a full on, like, rugby tackle. And he tried to play on the ref and he just kept going. That's multiple fouls in one. Get him off. It's 3 red cards, it is. It's multiple red cards, that. Lifetime ban. I blame Soboslai's hairdo. It's pretty grim, innit, to be fair. You can't be flying around like that, Sobbo, with cornrows in, Chief. You know, handsome looking guy, but you can't be flying around looking like CJ off GTA San Andreas after you've just been to the gym, gone to the barbers, got the old Los Santos cut. Can't be doing that. Come on. Ball in. Oh, it's going to be another Liverpool corner. 6 added minutes at the end of the second half. 6 added minutes. A big 6 added minutes. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Here we go. Mo Salah corner. Got to get the ball in right. That's it. Have a fight. Have a fight with him in the 6-yard box. Every other team does it. Have a fight with him. Go on. Hit him. Robbo, play it out wide. Come on, what's Hugo doing out there? Lad, you know, a centre forward. What are you doing on left wing in the last minute? And he's giving it away. Honestly, anyone who says Ekatike's better than Isak, they don't know football. I've never known anyone to have such a stupid opinion. Ekatike's better than Isak. He scores more goals. Shut up. He's shit when you need him to be in the box. Absolute donkey. Absolute donkey. You're a centre forward. You're not scoring from the left wing in the 92nd minute. Get in the box. Player of the match, Ladislav Krejci. Yeah, he's arrived finally. Unbelievable player at Girona. Hadn't quite really worked out since he's come to the Prem, but big signing. I thought he'd do a lot better than he has, to be honest, but good performance from him tonight. He's done well. Long throw from Liverpool. Flick on. Sarr punches it out. Got to hit it. Rio. Stood up to the far post. Virgil! Oh! Oh, as if that stayed out. Oh, no. We've had so many chances tonight. So many chances tonight. Like, so many. Here's Rio again. Come on, 3.5 minutes. Need a big moment from you here, Rio. Just keep hold of the ball. For God, that's a foul. Oh, ref, again. How many... This referee has been shocking. He's give us nothing all game. Oh, now Wolves are going to close it out. They don't need to attack, but they still are. Go on, you've won that back. Well done, Curtis. Go on. You've got him, lad. Well done, Curtis. Right, 3 minutes. Big 3 minutes. Ali gets it away. Again, only as far as a Wolves player. That's no good. Got to close him down. Got to close him down. What are you doing? As if you've not closed him down. As if you've not closed him down. What is going on? What is going on? As if that's just happened. We could have seen this a mile off. For fuck's sake. Disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. I've never known a more unjust game of football. First goal, shove in the back. Second, massive deflection. Fucking hell, we've had some bad luck this season. Do you know what? I'm almost certain Arne Slot has been pissing on bloody broken mirrors, breaking mirrors, kicking black cats, more black cats than Kurt Zuma, walking under ladders. What else has he been doing in his spare time? Digging up ancient burial grounds, anything that could bring bad luck, anything. The guy has literally just been... Has Bruce Grobbelaar done something to him with the old, what he did with the Anfield curse? Anything. It's so bad. The bad luck that we've had has been so bad this season. Sign Alexander Isak. Oh, no problem. He'll just break his leg. What about the best young defender in Italy? Oh, yeah, just ACL on his debut. No problem. Fucking hell. Yeah, just sound, yeah. Trent Alexander-Arnold, yeah, no problem. Just get Jeremy Frimpong in. He's probably the best right back in Germany. Out injured all season, yeah. Yeah, sound, no probs. What about the backup, Conor Bradley? Conor Bradley's a good young player, isn't he? Oh yeah, ACL out for the season. Fucking hell. Dreadful. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Do you know what? That is all just down to not closing down. It is all down to not closing the man down. Like, you can look at the manager, you can look at all these different facets, but ultimately, it's players on the pitch not doing the job. That is the easiest and most straightforward thing. To close that player down before he has that shot. I can't believe we're even in this position. We've been by far the better team. They scored again here. Scored again here, Wolves. Fucking hell. Blow up, ref. Blow up. We'll go again for the FA Cup on Friday. Right, well, fucking, hey, We need Newcastle to do us a job tomorrow now, don't we? We need Newcastle to do us a job tomorrow on them Manx. Come on, United tomorrow. Come on, United tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. Come on, United. And not the sort of United you think. Come on, United. We need the mags. We need the barcodes to do us a job tomorrow. Step forward, Anthony Gordon. Your club needs you. Step forward, Anthony Gordon. Alexis McAllister. Just get him down to the Isthmian Premier at this point. Alexis McAllister wouldn't get a game for Marine. He's shocking. Absolutely shocking. It's just a terrible, terrible performance overall from that referee. What's he stopped the game for now? What are you whinging for now? Oh, free kick to Wolves. Yeah, of course it is. Who is this ref? Who is this ref? He looks about 12. Who is he? Bramall? Right, well, we don't want Bramall anymore. There you go. Proper class from Arne Slot, at least, shaking the hands of the opposition manager. Just a mad, mad end to that game. What a ridiculous end to that game. Oh. Right. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. We played well enough to win the game. Big late deflection. Sometimes it goes against you. Like I said, bad luck. If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all. That's Liverpool for you this season. That is Liverpool this season. Do you know what as well? That is the worst possible result as well. Not just in terms of the result, but just that it massively, like, the Salah FC players will come out. The Player FC, Salah supporters will come flying out the woodwork tonight. The Liverpool fan base is already divided very, very much down the middle. Mo Salah is this wonderful player who can't do any wrong, legend, undroppable. And he's been crap for most of it. He's played well tonight, or at least played crap for most of the game, but then scored a really good goal. The fact that he's scored and Liverpool have lost, I guarantee all you'll hear tonight, all you'll hear from all these not even rival fan channels, it's our own fan channels, in it, let's be honest. Arne Slot out. Arne Slot out. And Mo Salah, the legend, get him back in the... Fuck off. Don't talk nonsense. Never heard such nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I can't believe... How have we lost that? How have we lost that? Do you know what? We were in the ascendancy at 1-1. At 1-1, I still thought, with 6 minutes left, I thought we're gonna nick this. We're gonna nick this. This is a proper Liverpool away performance. We are gonna nick this. But now we've played a game more than United and Villa, and we're 3 points behind them. Fuck. We need Villa to do a job on Chelsea tomorrow, and we need Newcastle. Do you know? We need Villa, and we actually need Villa and Chelsea to draw tomorrow, and Newcastle to do a job on United. Fuck me. Imagine that, a Villa win and a United win, and we are 6 points off the top four. Oh, that is grim. Fuck me. When's Isak back? When is Isak back? Isak's got to get back soon enough. Surely. Surely Alexander Isak's back soon. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I just can't believe what we've witnessed there. Madness. The slot machine didn't pay out tonight. Well, do you know what? We did say this before the game. I did say this before the game. If we had to pick one game to lose, I would rather have lost this one than the FA Cup game on Friday. We absolutely have to beat them on Friday. I think the FA Cup game on Friday is far more important. We've now got to beat them. We've got to beat them in the FA Cup game. That is massive. Absolutely massive on Friday now. And we're live for that one on Friday. We're live tomorrow, obviously, Newcastle against Man United. Massive, massive game tomorrow. Newcastle have to get a result for us tomorrow. Come on the Mags. Come on United. Thursday we're going to do Tottenham against Palace. Tottenham need a result in that one, to be fair. And then Friday we're back to this again. Molineux, Wolves away in the FA Cup. Liverpool on Friday Night Football. Oh, what have we just... I'm baffled. I've lost my head. I have absolutely lost my head with what we've just witnessed there. I have lost my head. Oh. Right, well, yeah. I don't know what to say. Post-match reaction. What do you even say to that? I don't even know how to process it. We've been the better side. We deserved, at the very least, a point, but sometimes you don't get what you deserve in football. I think the referee was bang wrong on the first goal. It was a definite shove in the back on Van Dijk. That's not going to matter, though, because consistency doesn't matter in football, apparently. But yeah, it was a shove in the back in the North London derby, but it wasn't a shove in the back on Virgil van Dijk, so there you go. Big loss for Liverpool. Fucking hell. As if that's happened. Fucking shitbags. 2-1. 2-1 at Wolves. Volts, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Volts, what did you think of that one? What did you think? I just don't know. City Red, Alisson needs to be dropped. Alisson? What was Alisson? Alisson wasn't at fault for that. Why was Alisson at fault for that? Nah, that's not Alisson's fault. Right, I don't want to watch it back, but that wasn't Alisson's fault. I'm not having that. I'm not having Alisson was at fault for that goal. No chance. Was he? I can't believe that. It took a massive... Who was it? Let's watch it back, right? Who was actually supposed to press him here? Right, as the ball comes back, watch who's not pressing him. Jones wins it back. Jones wins the ball back in the corner, right? Here we go. This is the post-match dissection of who was at fault here for this Liverpool goal. Alisson's kick wasn't brilliant, I'll give you that. But when the ball comes out, Rio, and... Who is that? Who is that? Is it Rio and Curtis? It's Rio and Curtis, isn't it? Is it Rio and Curtis? Is that Curtis? No, it's Chiesa. It's Rio and Chiesa. That's not anything to do with Alisson, that. Takes a massive deflection, loops up and over him. You can't really find fault with Ali for that. Rio, Engamoa and Chiesa have to do better. And do you know what? All that's proven, right? All that has proven is that Liverpool, off the bench, don't have the same ability as the teams around us. Look who we called upon tonight. Rio Engamoa, 17-year-old kid, and Chiesa, who freely admits he can't play football. He can't play football for 90 minutes. So, what are we expecting? We're calling upon players who are just not ready. We're not ready. They're not ready. You've got young lads and a player who has refused call-ups to the Italy national squad because he's not fit. But yeah, poor. Very, very poor. Right. Well, listen. I'm going. I am. I just need to go to bed. Fucking hell. Just need to go to bed. Wake up tomorrow, fresh, rethink. As if that's happened. The good news is that we're literally back playing there again in like 48 hours. Or at least that's when the preparation and everything starts. Friday night, we're literally back there again. So, 72 hours then. I'm gobsmacked. I don't know how that happened. Gamer Guru, you would kiss our set pieces feet for 2 own goals from a corner tonight. Well, yeah, listen, of course you would. To be honest, we should have had one. We should have had one. Probably would have done if we could have just, you know, if Curtis had threw his shoulder at it. But hey, listen, such is the bad luck tonight. That's just how it happens sometimes. Bad luck, FC. Like I said, we've been breaking mirrors and walking under ladders all summer, seemingly. It's been a bad old night, really, for Liverpool. But we have to go again. Tomorrow we have to watch Man United and we have to pray that Newcastle can get a result. There will be a hate watch tomorrow. There will be a hate watch tomorrow. Come on, Newcastle. We'll watch Newcastle. And we'll watch... I mean, we're going to watch the first half of the Villa-Chelsea game. That one needs to be a draw. That desperately needs to be a draw now between Villa and Chelsea. Worst case, Chelsea win. But it can't be a Villa win. Chelsea or draw in that one, please. And Man United, they have to lose. Maybe a Newcastle draw or a push. But either way, I'm fine with that. Liverpool go again on Friday. We've got to beat them on Friday. Right. Take it easy, everyone. If you've not already, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to watch me tomorrow. If you don't want to watch me, then see you later. Whatever. Leg it. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. Cheers everyone for the comments, the likes, the shares. Appreciate everyone that's been in the chat all night, and we've had a lot of chat about footy and a good night and a good laugh. It's just been a shit result at the end of it. But listen, I'll catch you all tomorrow. I'll be live again from 7 o'clock, same time tomorrow. Manchester United against Newcastle at St James's Park. Come on the Mags. Take it easy. Ta-ra.